celebrity too. Therefore, Davido music group. I no one call name.
I'm still wondering what Nigerian will see all of this trend about VDM and Nedu Cho and will not expect me to talk about it. Anyway, I'm here to talk about it to my audience, okay? Some of you are just meeting me for the first time, but all the same, if you are seeing my face for the first time, the name is George, and of course, I'm not your friend nor your enemy. We face facts without sentiment, and that has been the rule on this platform for years, okay? So recently, of course, latest update at the point of me making this video is that Nedu has decided to back off from the Honest Bunch podcast and then allow the show to continue amidst the negative publications around him. Now, the main reason why I'm making this video is because I want us to learn. Every trend I get to discuss, I want us to learn something from it because we are living beings, and trending conversations like this would be an avenue for us to actually get to learn. Now, I don't care whose side you are on, whether you are on VDM side or you are on Nedu Wazobia side. One of them is someone that has built, would I say, great reputation in the industry, been around over the years. I mean, Nedu with his personality and with the duo husband material. And indeed, if it has to get to this point in his career that a very dark black man would be the one to quote and unquote bring him down, or would I say come against him, we have to see if that itself is warranted and how we can actually get to forge ahead from this. Now, the two videos I'm showing you right now, the first one you see there with Nedu is as at December 2023. Note the timelines because I followed things chronologically, okay? And the video, of course, next as well was still in 2023 with the person of Verydarkblackman. Now, the reason why I'm playing these two videos as well for you is because I want you to observe one thing as a pattern, which is either the way Verydarkblackman talks or something I want you to observe about his person, especially if you are his big fan, which of course I follow him on social media, not because I love him or hate him, but because I talk about trends. So if you are trending, I am concerned about that. And here on YouTube is where everything goes down. Let's look at the first video. Of course, you have seen it already, but I'll give you a storyline as well as to the build-up of this because even VDM has come out to talk about it, but I want us to listen and then try to compare a couple of things. All right, let's go on. So I'm going to play the first video, headphones on.
Every internet, everywhere. So I have a shock for you, you guys this morning. It's gonna be a good shock, boys. All surprise shock. So I want to introduce my friend. He's my guy. I love him.
I want to introduce my friend. He's my guy. Note the term there, my guy, because Nedu also uses that term a lot when it comes to his conversations also on the podcast. My guy, my friend. There's a story before this particular time, so I'm going to take you through that journey. And at this point, of course, is when he first got to meet Verydarkblackman, who has also come out to say that all of the things he has come out to disclose to the public that Nedu had told him in private as a friend, guy man to guy man, you know, waiting man do man, is what he has been sharing. And all of that as well happened on this day when they actually got to meet together for the first time. So let's continue. I'm giving you context just in case you are new to this conversation. All right?
Because he get coconut head like this.
Now, he get coconut head like you. I don't think so, my dear. Okay, even though I respect your move, like what Nedu has done is something very honorable. Now, some of you will see him to be a simp because he kind of like took the heat and then decided to stay away from the podcast, since Verydarkblackman's aim is just to bring that podcast down. And I'm going to show you that has not been something that just started today. He has always been wanting that podcast to be shut down for a long time before now. Okay, so when you hear D1 talk about that his primary aim or his primary personality is on the aspect of spoiling things and bringing people down or something, there might be some sense to that, but I just want to lay that foundation for you to understand. Okay, so why I'm making this comment now is that you are not coconut head like him, in the sense that if it was him, probably either he's going to keep quiet and then bring up another trend, or just show a video of him, you know, doing charity or something to cover what might be negatively trending about him, or he gets to just ignore the situation like Mrs. Chinwo did a good job by just ignoring the rants he's been doing on social media, calling out her name. And you're going to understand why I'm saying this at the beginning of this video. So Rattle or whatever gang you belong to. Here we don't do gang affiliations or whatever here on this platform. Here is facts over sentiment. So while you are typing your shenanigans in the comment, make it as voluminous as possible, because that of course adds more to the conversation. That is if I will even mind you. All right, so just for you to understand that I don't see Nedu to be coconut head like him, but just to bring that level of them being at par with respect to them having a common understanding as friends. So that's why he made this comment. But let's go on to listen.
Let me introduce him. Show him.
All right, don't pray.
The person that is also behind there is Lord Zeus. Quite an interesting one as well here. Okay, so this was more like at that, would I say the beginning part of VDM, like popping and getting wide attention. Now, before this particular meeting, which I'm going to show you as well, Nedu had championed, or would I say promoted, what Verydarkblackman was doing with the whole Jenny's Glow thing, what actually made him pop to a great extent on social media, which is why you got to know him. Nedu had promoted that agenda of his, which I think is what led to them probably getting to the point where they started talking. That was around August 2023. But just have that at the back of your mind. Let's go on.
You're gonna learn. Like, you're gonna learn the hard way. All the people they go is Sunday do because we wanna leave the door. I'm like, guy. Oh boy, I don't Nedu, but Nedu is an amazing person.
Okay, good. So, but Nedu is an amazing person. You hear him use the same words. Probably that is just his own vocabulary. Like you will always hear me say facts over sentiment as well, and some other things. My audience who have known me for a long time know. So right here as well, he has clearly stated that many of his audience have gone to, have been giving him woto because of him. And that's one thing that happens on social media. I've been around for a long time to know that. So when I talk about public figures that would have to be trending, I don't go and look for people's personal decoko to come and talk. No, it has to be a public conversation. Then we get to have that here on the platform. Everyone knows that. I mean, everyone, those who have known me for the years, not just passerbys who just got here. But for you to understand this as well here, indeed, over time, which I'm going to prove to you, he has been making Nedu a focal point, even when Nedu didn't really send him, or would I say didn't really provoke him or something. Okay, so at that point as well was when Nedu was always getting backlash because of him. Now I'm going to show you what I'm talking about evidentially. So at this point as well here, they got to meet and he declares him to be a friend. So categorically in the mind of those who follow him, okay, that means everybody should pipe down. Even the last video I made about him when he was capping nonsense, I would say it's basically about Messi Chingo saying that they signed on paper, they didn't sign on paper. That video, I don't know how it went viral or something. I saw some of quote unquote Rattle or whatever they call themselves came on my page and were telling me, if you don't take time, we are going to bring down your page, all of that. Now I wouldn't say he's the one that sends people to go and do that, but because of the quote unquote those who claim the Rattle word, they always move in that particular pack. Anything that comes against our savior or our idol or whatever, we are going to attack. But sometimes as well, use your sense. Okay, it's facts over sentiment here. When once something is factual, then you can act justly, not just being very, very abnormal. Okay, so just understand that. But let's go on.
I'll tell you for free. You don't need to pay me. Yeah, Nedu is an amazing person. When you get close to him and you understand him, you will understand that a lot of things you see on social media can be deceptive. So you all try to calm down and understand people. Else you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn the hard way. So don't.
Okay, so when you get close to him, you get to understand him. So for him to even use that particular word, at least he came out to say that the time he got to know all of these things, how he slept with this girl, this person he's being with together and all that, was at the first time that they got to meet like one-on-one, which is this time. He posted it himself. If you follow him a lot of us, you know that you have seen this video before now. So I'm not here to play videos for you like people do on Facebook. No, I break things down for my audience as well who care to listen to understand. So at this point as well here, they must have had conversations that will even make him utter such words that, okay, if you get close to him, so that closeness. And you'll be learning some things, of course, in this conversation, because it helps you understand Verydarkblackman as a person. Some will say that his name Verydarkblackman, of course, so and connotes the fact that, of course, he's indeed dark in his heart or something. And he also gets to make that kind of assertion sometimes. Okay, but understanding this as well here, you see that to a great extent they had conversations, or they seemingly acted more like close in a way. Do you understand? For him to make this particular utterance. Now, why I put this video side by side with the next video you see on the right. Now, the one on the right as well here is when he went to go and support a popular musician we know, Pato Ranking. Yeah, Abule, of course. He talks about in the post how he had known Pato Ranking for a long time, and he uses the same term as well, that he's an amazing person, all of that. There's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, so let's just play the video for you to listen as I go on with my analysis. If you are enjoying the analysis, just type yes in the comment. You're welcome.
I always say people before vacation.
So I don't want to personally. He's an amazing person. Yes, I know him. Very amazing. Everything about him, down to the musical art, down to his stage performances, everything about Pato is just amazing. So yeah.
Okay, so I've known Pato Ranking is a very amazing person, down to his this, down to his that, and even on the post as well, he got to write how they got to meet when they I think I don't know if they went to watch football or something. I'm just trying to show you a pattern right here, probably with the way he talks. But one thing you have to know as well here, looking at his person, is the fact that, and if you were a celebrity watching, okay, because I don't even try to be in that mix, okay, if you're a celebrity watching or someone that is close to him, as a person that you get to have conversations with him, one thing you know is that now that you are with him, or what I say, you are in pari passu with him when it comes to reasoning together, rubbing minds together or something. If tomorrow there happens to be a reason where he has a fallout with you or you have a fallout with him, one thing you should expect is that the things you have been talking about privately or something, if there's any way to actually capitalize on that or whatever, he can use that, of course, to speak about you. That is if you ever either publicly get to slander him or disassociate from him or something. That is something you also have to note. And we are going to look at scriptures as well on this subject, but towards the end, for those who have the patience to listen. And you have to observe the pattern. Let's say, for example, you see what is happening right now with him and the Gossip Mill person, where if you notice, Gossip Mill has not posted him specifically on this whole conversation because, of course, Verydarkblackman came out and said he shouldn't post him because of mistitling or misquoting him. But he didn't just go on onto that as well. He went as far as sharing their private chat conversations and all that. Now, if you have known me for a long time, like those who have known me for a long time, you know that I have a rule when it comes to, if you talk to me personally, it's just a personal thing. Those who have even tried to contact me and tell me stuff as well, that is where it ends. I've dealt with things that behind the scenes, I got to be told things, even from the main subject themselves, but I can't come and share those things because it's against my principle. Whatever we discuss here has to be public conversations, whether I have a personal vendetta with someone or not, it has to be that way. So people have their own modus operandi. So his modus operandi right now, you get to understand. So let's say, for example, you go into his DM and you normally chat with him, even if he has not replied you, probably, of course, he has taken a screenshot of that particular message you sent him without replying you. And maybe tomorrow, if he sees your comment somewhere and this person is someone that has entered his DM before, you have seen that, of course, many times. What he's going to do is that he's going to come and call you out and then show that, oh, look at this person that came to my DM sometime trying to form like a fan or something. Now they're on another person page as well, commenting bad about me. You want me to show you an example? He's done that before. So let me just give you another classic example. Remember when the popular Nollywood actor died? When he was trending everywhere and all of that? Guess what he did, of course, in his own sense? He came, the Nollywood actor has sent him a message when he was still popping, guy, how far, and that kind of thing. He took a screenshot of that particular message, even though the person probably got to unsend it, but he took a screenshot of that message at that time, okay? And then after the person had died, he now came out and made a video and said that, oh, I wish this person, I would have responded to his message. I don't know if you understand that kind of thing. But again, he doesn't know the reason why the person is coming to message him or something. But on that particular trend, he capitalized on that trend to make a comment. Who really cared about if he sent you a message or not? Probably the idea would be like, oh, they come my DM now. They don't come my DM now. So he's taking screenshots and keeping so that tomorrow, of course, he's going to use that against you because of his own pattern. You have to understand that this is how VDM works. So if you are getting close to him or you are being his fan, I'm not against that. Of course, I love him as a person because he has brought attention to things that normally people will not talk about, but his personality brings attention to things that become more like a public concern. But you see, when people try to really address issues that probably would be against him or something, I see what comes, of course, with that. So what point am I trying to make with this comment as we get to go on? His pattern has remained the same over time. So when you are drawing yourself close to him, either as a celebrity or something, just make sure you stay friends with him and don't be anti him for any reason, because he's going to explain the reason why you are being anti him, and it will also come with the idea of probably your personal conversations. Because I was thinking to myself, let's say for example the Gossip Mill guy or something, he had made this video in the past when he was praising Gossip Mill for being part of those that probably shot his message out or something. Please listen to it.
Alright, it wouldn't have been balanced for me to appreciate Tunde North and Gossip Mill in one post. That is why I decided to do Tunde North, and now it is for Gossip Mill. For some reason, Gossip Mill is being underrated in this country, and actually, whether you like it or not, Gossip Mill have also made a lot of people. Do you understand? Gossip Mill have made a lot of people. I'm not going to start calling their names, but for now, Gossip Mill have been posting me for a long time now. Not be the first time, even before this Jenny's Glow or whatnot. And they did their page steady, you know. Now I want to give them a special appreciation. I don't know what their intention is here, but I will appreciate them because they have richly contributed to my cause. Yes, they have contributed to this cause. And now a lot of people have heard my voice, and as a result of them posting me, I believe that's how Tunde not even got to see my stuff. You understand? So shout out to Gossip Mill, big time, 100%. Don't play. Even though now then go still scatter this country last, because those people can join head together. Hey, Gossip Mill, if they could scatter, and then go now them go scatter this country. That one day, you understand? But special appreciation to Gossip Mill. Don't play 100%. Fuck with you all, man. Don't play.
Now, does it make sense? This was like the early times, of course, when he started popping. So he was appreciating blogs and all that for having help like Tunde Not and all of that, okay? But later, of course, here, the idea is that now, understanding his situation with the Gossip Mill person, the Gossip Mill person would talk to him in the idea of how he is, of course, normally. And he wouldn't tell me that Gossip Mill and Instablog and these blogs don't get to have a particular link where they get to talk and try to control the media. So him coming out as well, outside the whole media, and also creating his own media and community as well, to an extent he can also control narrative on media because he has so much attention. That is wonderful. People like me as well, we don't intend to control the media. We look at what the media cares about and we discuss about them. Now let me get on as well here to the part here where I think it makes a whole lot of sense. And this was around May 2023. This was like the genesis of a time when he started really coming for Nedu. And I'm going to play the videos as well here, as you can see the titles of the videos, of course. And he had been attacking the Orange Bunch podcast not today. It's been a long time, long before he actually got to meet with Nedu. What might have been his motivation, I don't know, but I'm going to explain what I think, being someone that has been in the media space for a long time. Okay, all right. Now notice, well, me making a commentary on this, I'm not a competitive mindset kind of person. I like to be on my lane, talk about things, and I move on. If you want to drag me, do it, of course, honorably. In the end, I'm not going to send you if I don't want to send you. Last, you are giving me attention. If you are giving me attention, currency goes up. I've taught you this, of course, many times. It is what it is. So let's listen to him as well here at this point as we get to go on. So this was in May 20th, 2023. This was when he released this particular video. Now listen and see what he gets to talk about Nedu.
So when this Nedu video be the trend, you understand? I first wait make I see whether na cruise or not true, whether I don't do serious relation. So that if you put them inside that bracket when they put people on top in podcasts. You understand? You know the way we be saying we just sit down.
Husband material, wait. As we dey talk about this man, he get one of my guy. Now on air personality short. I no wan call name. Recently, as I see the guy, he dey post video with one girl. The girl get tattoo for hand. I no wan call name. This guy, they plan marry this girl.
Because the guy, husband material, hold on. The guy actually go through a very serious, and because the divorce issue, the guy wife, in ex-wife, now ex-wife, carry pikin when no be main reason. So this girl now the girl when the date during the marriage. Thank God, saying get plan B. As in why? The husband material will say, so wait. You dey say it good make men get plan B for their marriage?
Husband material, wait.
Now that plan B now him be the girl wey be fiancé when they post online. But as I see the video, I be one call am.
Husband material, You know that somebody, I don't want to call him name, you know the person, I go tell you. That girl where that guy they post, I know 5 celebrities where don't sleep with her for this Lagos.
Husband material say, for this Lagos. For this Lagos.
Husband material wait. I know 5 celebrities, 2 they for Davido music group, I know one call name. 2 they for Starboy Records, I know one call name. 1 they for Don Jazzy record label. So all these girls for Lagos now the same.
And husband material come borrow. They no get sense. Yes, that's the word. They no.
Husband material. If you say you don't know the guy, I go tell you the guy after the show. Because I know one call name.
They do get luck. You get luck, say that's in our cruise. And the way me get real girlfriend. That's why they talk about people, babe, say you go catch them. Don't worry. Now they go play you cassette. Show must have cook story. Now say, wait now, they come.
So one thing you know is that indeed, of course, what he's describing here, this was among the first videos, of course, he made about Nedu Wazobia. So what he's describing here is his actual personality. For a fact, this is what Nedu does. So it's more like a public gossip, I would say, but not really, because gossip would be intentionally you are talking about a person in the person's absence, and the person you are talking to knows who you are talking about, and probably like the whole audience should know the person you're talking about. And at that point as well, you either start slandering the person, revealing personal information, personal details. But Nedu will say he's not gonna call a name, he's not gonna mention anybody. So if he says that Nedu cooks up stories at that point, indeed, of course, Nedu will be cooking up stories at that point because he's trying to sell a podcast and people like gist. That's why all of these blogs, of course, come on, why do you even follow me? I talk just that for me is facts over sentiment. So I look at the fact of what is being discussed and I further break it down for my audience to see my perspective on the situation. So yes, Nedu might be cooking up stories indeed when he comes to his podcast, but not calling quote unquote a name because of, for some reason, because maybe what he's saying is not true. Do you understand? But I'm just trying to show you here at this point that he has been, I wouldn't say obsessed with Nedu, but he has been watching him closely right from when he started popping, of course, on social media with respect to his quote-unquote activism against those who sell products and all of that are fake and all. But now, of course, he has developed over time and is doing other form of quote-unquote activism and all of that. So that's just one of the first videos. Now, the next one, of course, here was in 3 days later, May 2023, he posted this particular one still about Nedu. So you see that over time as well, he's been reacting to his content, which is, I don't see anything wrong with that because you're reacting to something trending. Normally when Nedu gets to post a video, do a podcast, they put in the highlights. The highlights are supposed to be a bait for you to go watch the full video. So they will sponsor it on Instablog, Tunde Nord, and come on, he even in the last video with D1, he mentioned mistakenly that Instablog corrects 200k per post. That might be true because he said it 200k. I don't know why he said that, but if you watch the podcast, I sat down to watch it, and if you notice well something here, I always tell you something, my dear friends, attention is currency. Look at this whole trend now. Go and check the video with D1 and then the other person that were there, the most recent one that is making all of this drama happen. That video has more views than the video before that. It has more views than the 3 podcasts that were made before that one. So in a way, this whole drama had brought attention to that particular platform. Whether you like it or not, more people have clicked on to watch that video and listen to D1 more than the previous videos that were there before. So indeed, of course, it's a success. Now, one thing I know for a fact is that the Honest Bunch podcast as well, which would be his own VDM's prime goal, I don't think that podcast is going to go down. Instead, of course, it's going to tilt up. I've observed patterns over time in the sense that they're still going to do another podcast the next week and people are going to go there. Not necessarily for them to go and watch the podcast, but because they want to go and comment. Some of you are going to do that. Comment. When I see they do podcasts, oh, this podcast is nonsense. Oh, this podcast is this. No matter what sentiments you have, you are going to do that. Many of you will do that. But in the end as well here, it still has what? Attention. Just like how he's going to also discuss what I'm saying right now. So maybe if you think I'm talking trash, you will hear him saying exactly what I'm saying right now in a different video, because I have to make sure you follow this chronologically. Now, this is the next video where he got to talk about the podcast, and he says here, of course, here, the audacity in all the name of views and likes. The guy constantly disrespects women, and now he is sexualizing Tiwa Savage. Call it cruise all you want, but this is disgusting. So he's talking about Nedu. Now, note that the podcast itself is more like championed by Nedu, even though he's there with his community or something. Okay? But let's listen to what he has to say at this point.
Tiwa is taking care of herself. There are ladies that are 40 that don't take care of themselves. That's when you talk about this.
Which is why
you don't need to have so much money to take care of yourself.
Which is why you should not have mentioned Tiwa in the first place. My brother, I will lick Tiwa's plate.
Tiwa is not the average woman.
She's just
Honest, I am still surprised that Nedu's podcast is functioning.
You know, with that thing that Nedu said he's going to lick Tiwa's plate, some of you know what it means to lick plates. Like after you have finished eating, you lick the plate. Be waiting for me to give you interpretation. Akokowa. Now, to hear him, of course, say that, of course, you know that, look at Nedu as a person. First of all, he's someone that is a comedian. He's a skit maker. Don't forget that the Verydarkblackman, at the initial stage of him doing like popping as well, it got to a time 2 times. I can remember 2 good times he came out and said he wants someone, an actress, where 2 of them will be acting, and he also needs a videographer so they can be making content together and they can post on YouTube, and then when they start making money, they will share. He had that plan, of course, that dream, of course, to be quote and unquote maybe a content creator or a YouTuber or something. And he said if people mistakenly get to like the content, of course, and he start popping and people start watching and they start making money, then he will share the money with the girl, but he's going to pay the videographer. Some of you may not remember, but I remember because I follow him. I understand. I study people's pattern as well to really know why are they doing this, why are they doing this. So why am I saying this as well is that indeed, of course, whether he's provoked out of the concern for the masses or provoked out of his concern for women, quote and unquote, because he says here that he's sexualizing women. The comment that you saw Nedu there make is something typical you will get to see in quote and unquote his comedies. Who would even think that Nedu would hate women when almost all of his comedy and short videos he does is always about women with the big butt or this and that and all of that? Go and look at his page, you will see that that is what he does. And what brings traffic and people know him for is just women, butt, and all of that. Down to his most recent video. So he has built that branding around his person when it comes to just women. So him making that comment is not something that is strange with Nedu's personality. But I guess as well VDM has an issue with that. So let's listen to him.
Nedu's podcast every time often disrespects women. He body shame them, he talk down on them, he always utter things that is against the women. And now we have done it to the point where it's now even sexualizing and disrespecting Tiwa Savage. You will lick Apuna. So Tiwa Savage is somebody that does not have option now. You want to lick it. As you said it now, Tiwa Savage should openly go and open leg for you to put your mouth. The disrespect. All in the name of views and likes. All in the name of let people come to your podcast and come and watch and people should go to YouTube. You disrespect women every time on your platform. Which day, early in the morning now, you talk to me 20 years old girls, go they stay with men where they 50 because they don't have option. You are trying to teach them their option. You people are lucky in this country that Nigerians don't do cancel culture. I am telling you for free, if Nigerians do cancel culture, somebody like Nedu podcast will don't fold. See, therefore don't cancel Nedu to say na Western world today. Therefore don't cancel Nedu to the point where we say Nedu feel the beg for show to go. You understand? Nedu feel the beg for show to go. Basketmouth go teach you. Only small joke where Basketmouth talk, small rape joke. European Union drop am. Basketmouth no be European Union ambassador again. You go learn, Nedu na time, you go learn. Only small joke. To me, said the joke no even really be anything. But European Union drop am. Nedu go just come online. Everything about Nedu na disrespect. Then for the girls like Tokema Kiwan and Caramel alone na to brook shame and to talk things about men, just insult men, disrespect men. I say you people are lucky that this country we don't do cancel culture. And very soon Nigerians will start because me and they plan to ginger their spirits. When they start, a lot of them are going to respect people. You people don't respect people. And then for the Caramel plug and a podcast, you people disrespect men, disrespect people. And then when you go on okay, let's say you broke shame because what they always do in their own podcast is they broke shame. Now you broke shame this man. Listen, the same people you are broke shaming are the people contributing to your wealth. If you go on live on TikTok, Caramel plug and the friends that did that, their podcast. If you go on TikTok, you understand, who comes on your TikTok? The video will not come and sit down and watch your TikTok. Neither will Dangote, neither will Dollar, neither will Whiskey, neither will Burna Boy, neither will be their Shank. Even the Shank that your colleague, Shank, Brain Jota and the rest, they will not come and watch your live, would they? It's the same people that you broke shame that will come watch your live, gift you. but later you come around, you broke shame them. Who contributes to, who watch your YouTube? Who watch your YouTube? I'm telling you is that the reason why people can come out, broke shame these people, offend them, is because they don't know who they are. These people don't know the power they have. If not, therefore don't see cancel una like this and I go clear. The audacity of Nedu to come out to say what he said. You will lick Tiwa's Puna. The audacity. You're sexualizing her in public, all in the name of the
Sometimes I don't understand. Tiwa Savage as a person, even me discussing this as well as Tiwa Savage as a person, intentionally herself. You see, you are addressed the way you are dressed, like they say in popular English, the way you present yourself. Tiwa Savage as a person, I think last time was a pastor, Reverend Kesiena, talking about her and all of that. I think I saw a video of that sometime in the past. Those who watch my conversation on Christian related issues, of course, I talk about that, of course, a lot on my main channel. That is what Tiwa Savage throws out there when it comes to her persona. You wouldn't tell me that she's always... So these are people that are in the same industry or something. I think the person that would maybe feel disrespected the more would be, okay, they are now quote-unquote divorced husband or something, that would come out and maybe say, you shouldn't say that about my wife or something. I don't know if you understand, because that is, or you shouldn't say that about the mother of my kids or something. But I get his own person, because he is trending. He has to see, that's the thing. You have to talk about trending conversations and all of that. You don't, in this whole thing, you cannot, if you talk about someone that is beneath you, the least you can do is bring the person up to your level. Doesn't it make sense why he's intentionally ignoring the person of D1 he calls D1 or something? That is his own thing. Because, yes, of course, D1 might be making some points here and there. Sometimes it's not really making sense, I would say sincerely. But him talking, or what I say, giving him that attention, he brings him to his own level, they be at par. So he's smart not to, comment about him or really react to him directly, because he's even the reason for all of this drama that is going on around Nedu, even though Nedu gave him that platform for him to come and then, say things about VDM that would cause him to do the recent drama, which we are going to get to as we get to go on. But just looking at that point of disrespect as well, the person that you are looking at being disrespected at this particular point is someone that portrays that as well, sexualizing herself and all of that on the internet. You see how come on, these are things we witness. Don't ask me how I get to see it. I'm on social media. Thank you very much. Let's go on.
The audacity. Of course, Nigerians, people will not see a problem. Come on. It's only black. Black have problem. You understand? Black have problem. Black is controversial. That's what you people will say. You understand? What the hell? Then talking about one's own, of course, is to deceive the small girls. That, everything that glitters is gold if you just naked yourself and just sleep with one or two men. Of course. How is podcast still functioning in Nigeria? How? Seun Kuti is locked up. Economy is crashing. The government politics is scattering. Everything is going crumble. Everything is crumbling. Nobody's talking about it. Oh no, let's talk about women. Let's talk down on women today. Today we are going to talk down on women. Tomorrow we'll talk down on men. Next tomorrow we'll talk about pimping women.
You have to also understand that sometimes it's when you say how is podcast functioning in Nigeria, it's more like it's what the people themselves give attention to. You don't define where attention comes from. You understand the psyche of a society to know what they give the attention to. I've been around for a long time. When I speak about what happens in the government, when I speak about what happens in politics, I rarely see people, of course, get to engage with that, because they really practically most times do not care. So maybe I have to follow. For me, I watch Right News a lot because I care about those things. That's why I had to separate my platforms into secular, and then because I know that when I talk about things, trending conversations that are happening in church, I follow all the church blogs you can ever think of. Of course, it becomes, of course, something people care about, because Nigeria is very religious, of course, and I understand that. When I talk about things that happen in the political sense, no one cares about that, of course. When I talk about things happening like what I'm discussing right now, celebrity gossips and all of that, and try to deconstruct it, the attention, of course, goes why. So the thing is, well, it depends on what the people themselves care about. That is what defines the rise of all of this. But podcast happens on YouTube or happens, I think the question would be that, are you trying to question if those platforms as well should actually allow people to do podcasts? Because whether you like it or not, the platforms themselves exist because they want people to be on the platform. So if they are creating and discussing subject that the people care about, that's what the people themselves watch. You don't control where the people's attention go to. They decide to find what interests them. I don't know if you understand. Like, let's say, for example, his personality right now. He doesn't get to control people who decide to follow him or listen to him. The people themselves gravitate towards him because they see a connection with what he's doing and their interest. Would you sit down and be watching Nollywood and be expecting the Nollywood station to be showing you Super Sports? If you want to watch Super Sports, you pick your remote, go to Super Sports and watch Super Sports. If you want to watch Nollywood, you know how to go to African Magic. So people define their interest. And I'm not surprised that these people might be watching this video because I am talking about someone of interest, which is them, not really me, because you don't know nothing. You don't know me. I don't know you, most of you. Okay? So what point am I trying to make right here? Yes, it's okay for us to have disagreement as to what is becoming trendy, because for me, I talk about trending conversations. So in that sense as well, if you have a rebuttal, fine. I'm not against his rebuttal. That is his own opinion about what is trending, and we should have that freedom of speech as well to express our opinion on what we feel about what is in the waves. That's also how you get heard. But I'm just trying to show you a pattern right here that he has been having issues with his person up until as well here, June, where he got to also talk about him. Now, the first video, of course, the up until June here. Now, this is June 13th, up until June. Now, if you look at this particular post here, look at what he writes on the post when he spoke about Nedu. I'm going to play the one for June first before I play the one that also happened in May. Look, he says here, the chief sexualizer, the honorable member of the board of disrespecting women, the lord of knowing secrets, the king's hand of exposing secrets is not here playing with, is out here playing victim. Yeah, I'll pray I don't get the same audience as you in the nearest future. On God, I'll bring you down. VDM had made a vow long time on God, swearing to it, that if he gets the same attention as they get, note, my dear friend, it's all about attention. I've told you people this many times. I don't joke about this. Attention is currency. Social media is the attention game. You think, why do I only exist here on YouTube? Have you ever wondered why I don't come on Facebook and do, or go on Instagram and do? No. Because I know one thing, and I say it here publicly. I don't hide these things. I say it. If you're watching me on YouTube right now, if you're watching me at this point of this video, whether you like it or not, you don't pay me a dime. Note that, okay? The platform as well rewards me for keeping your attention on this platform. So why would I be on Instagram discussing trends and all of that when the attention there is just for clout and nothing comes to me there? Why would I be on Facebook with toxic people as well I see there? But here, of course, I think maybe people are more saying here, even if we have those even if we have those ones that their brain is touching over here, I can just press one button and I don't ever exist anymore. What point am I trying to make right here? The attention game or the attention space of social media can be very tempting. That's why you have to be also very careful with respect to how you do what you do, just making sure you are facing facts. That's why I made a video last time discussing to you the difference between investigation analysis, my core as a person, and why I am the way I am, away from all of this drama. He had wanted, long before he became popular like you know right now, or became top as you know right now, that if he gets famous, or if he gets the attention, the kind of attention they have in the future, he's going to bring him down. He said it. What he's doing now is not something that it just happened. So even before Nedu brought him close, December of the same year, he was already clear with his intention. So the worst thing, and I will tell you something as well here for free, my dear friends. You see, if you read law number 2 of the 48 laws of power, which talks about not really relying on friends, but actually letting your enemies work for you. I explained that, of course, in the context of how Tinubu is able to position his social media strategies, or those who talk for him, public relations, or those who are in media, like how he recruited Bawa, and now I'm hearing that Kenneth Okonkwo is leaving Red Labour Party. Who knows if he's going to go to APC and all of that. It's a smart move, okay, for him to be recruiting those who have once talked against him, but would be in a state of where they can benefit from him to work for him. Those people, if you read the 48 Laws of Power very well, I'm not using that particular book as an example for you to be like, because the book is mainly based on psychology and experience of people's life. If you like, tell me that it's not Bible. We'll get to the scriptures as we get towards the end. You see that when your enemies, those who have been arch enemies of you in a way, are now the ones working for you, they become more productive than even those who are your friends, who know you and have seen you finish. Because the enemies would want to please you. They would want to prove themselves to you that they can be. Why? Because they stand to benefit from you. The mistake you made drawing an enemy close to you is when you know that they are not at that point whereby they can benefit from you. but you are the one that can benefit from them. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is something you have to learn. It's something psychologically proven, but now you are seeing that as well here from this experience. Do you get the point of that? So it may say someone normally calls you out or something. So you could see a pattern here. VDM has been calling him out and all of that. VDM has gotten that wide mass of love and followership and everything. Now he gets to meet with VDM and then more like brothers. But VDM doesn't stand to benefit anything from him, even though he told VDM, oh, I'll give you a car if you come from the podcast. Coming on the podcast would benefit who? It will benefit him because he's going to use the attention of VDM to actually do what? Get viewership and attention on his platform and get to make the money. That is a fact. Okay, so from that point of relationship as well, it doesn't work because the heart is still dark. The heart already set on what he wants to do with respect to if he gets to the kind of attention you have. So he is busy working on his building up his own attention and also fame, doing what he does as well, good, bad, ugly, whatever. And also you are doing your own job, but you coming together, not being in that point of benefiting where he has to really seek to benefit from you, needing you, of course, because then in that particular sense, nothing has changed about him. It's just going to be it's supposed to be more like just a mutual handshake. We are cool and that's it. Not you looking for favor. So it makes sense why you will see Nedu trying to show that sense of closeness to him by telling him things even more than he's supposed to say. Why? Because I don't see this person. I won't take this person as friend. I won't get close to them. So make I tell him things so be say nobody supposed know. Make I gist him onto celebrity stuff because right now VDM is getting into that. You will say he's a celebrity right now. He's in that celebrity status, so he go know some kind of thing. So make I just make him feel alright. Say, now my guy. Come on. Nedu always says my guy for everything. Anybody is his guy so far as he knows you. You understand? So it makes sense, of course. Now we don't know. I wouldn't now. It would be surprising for me to say that maybe VDM just sat down and he was telling him all of these things. No, there must have been a conversation. Maybe he has told Nedu something. Oh, this. And Nedu down say, oh, make I tell you this one. Now, he has said what Nedu said. Now, he hasn't said what he told Nedu because for there to be there has to be a reaction. Nobody just comes, open his mouth and just start talking, say we are gisting. It's a conversation. So, normal guy psychology now, if he come tell you, say, guy, I don't do this. So, you go tell me, you want show say we there at par. You want show say me to a day level. You go talk say, oh, I've done this even when you have not done it. I don't know if you understand. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. So there must have been a conversation. But again, when someone is speaking, like I always told you as well, everyone wants to speak from their own side how the story goes sweet. That's why I respect Nedu's honor where he says, okay, I'm backing off for a while or maybe indefinitely. I miss all of this backlash. Let the business continue since his goal has always been to bring down that podcast. Now, would I say that Nedu has been brought down? I can't. Would I say the podcast has been brought down? We'll see what happens next week if they're going to continue the podcast or something. But if they don't get to continue the podcast again, he's going to be happy that I brought down. My dream was to bring down this particular podcast long ago, and now it has been brought down. I've achieved something. Okay, but if the goal was just to target Nedu has gone out of the way as well. But I would say the podcast should continue as well. Maybe take this particular whole situation that has happened as a pruning with respect to how you should also carry on your conversation. Whether you like it or not, that particular podcast has hosted people that have brought some sanity, of course, when it comes to things we see happening in the society, or would I say meaningful conversation. Look at Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Sowore was there. Even his lawyer was there. There are people of like reputable character that has been there. P2B was there, even though, okay, I heard a pastor or an apostle say that particular podcast is a seat of the scornful and all of that. But you see, if you had to go into the world and quote and unquote, as Christians, of course, spread our message as well, sometimes we have to be on those kind of platforms. Like I showed you in my previous video of a pastor who went to a particular platform to go and, discuss on the podcast and ended up baptizing the person, the owner of the podcast. We showed you that, of course. Those who follow me, you know what I'm talking about. Those who don't follow me don't know what I'm talking about. But you get what I'm saying. So indeed, of course, we become indeed influenced as Christians. But back on the main subject as well here, I'm just trying to make you understand that this has always been his dream, to get to their point of relevance like they are and be able to shut them down. So it was just an opportunity that he saw with this whole D1 situation, going there and being allowed to speak the things he spoke about VDM as a way for him to say, now I have a reason to drag this particular podcast down. up until now, there was no issue like 2024, I would say, basically with that, because they are quote unquote showing a public friendship up until this particular moment. Okay, now let's listen to the video, of course, that he wrote this title under, and we see what he has to say.
People, I want to say something personal. It probably has nothing to do with this, but I'm going to say it. I almost signed an endorsement some 3 weeks ago, and I lost it. Now, why did I'm not feeling bad. I didn't feel bad for a second that I lost it. Why did it go? Because a lot of people were flying with the narrative, Nedu hates women. Yes, Nedu hates women. And it's a beverage brand. And the brand contact say, if this is what they are saying, which means it is not going to go well with our female audience.
See, this narrative as well here was, in a way, also kind of like, because the way he talks about disrespecting women, because you saw VDM talking about that now. So indeed, at that time, him having attention, of course, people will get to see that he might be giving a soft, slide at maybe VDM, because if people are carrying that narrative, how would they carry that narrative if there is no attention specifically brought onto that by maybe a platform or someone? So let's see what VDM has to react on this.
So Nedu, before you play victim, let me remind you of what your podcast have taught us in Nigeria. Your podcast have taught us in Nigeria that Nollywood actresses and the skit makers, especially the skit makers, that is not acting that give them money, that it is ashawo that give them money. On your podcast, you revealed that you walked into 2 influencers in a hotel with your friend.
I remember
they were
this
doing
one.
things, and you opened the door, you saw them, and you locked the door. On that podcast, you have sold this narrative to Nigerians, especially the youth of this country, that all these Nollywood actresses and the skit makers, that people should not envy them, that it is a shower work that give them money.
Now, we're going to enter the Nollywood actor and actresses. If you go live, now you're going to see plenty of these Nollywood actor and actresses. They don't get shame. I know say that hustle, but hey mom, you don't be legend. You try to carry yourself when they pick for this guy out. But then again, hustle and hustle. But they all they sweet me pass. I don't want to call name, but all of them now, popular Nollywood actors and actresses, right? I love your movies. Oh, thank you, my bro. Which one? Which of the movie? Iroko and the Pool. Oh, Iroko and the Pool with Kanayo and Pete Edochie. Man, if you see the way we made that movie really stressed me. But then again, bros, I like your swag. Thank you very much. So that movie, if I tell you, we shot that movie in 2001. Pete Edochie was still in primary school then, yeah. So that day we were just coming, me and Pete Edochie were like in the same class. A lot of you don't know. A lot of you don't know that I and Pete Edochie were in the same classroom. Yes. Are you serious? Yes. Yeah. So that particular day, we just finished from the classroom. I was now driving, right? When we're now driving, me and Pete Edochie in front, we now drove past Mama G. That time Mama G was still a plumber. A lot of you don't know that Mama G was a plumber. Yeah. Mama G, a plumber. Yes. Asa. So when I'm driving, when I saw Mama G doing plumber, when I call her to go and fix our pipe at home, she now say, Oga, I did busy. That was when I knew that Mama G is a good actor. Then when I come back, I start blowing fire for a mother that sell food in restaurant. I seen they talk, the Nollywood actress will come. It's now time for them to make the money because the one people made it, they gift them. They'll come quickly stage quarrel. Now I'm going to say, what are you guys talking about? They always say, see, they like me passing for this TikTok. I don't want to call name. That one going to say, man, that one is a lie. I should just enter person going to say, Mama, I love your wig. This is not wig, this is my natural hair. This is my natural hair. Then the wig will come shift small. She will come quickly down like this. This is my natural hair, actually. But a lot of people don't know. This is my natural hair. Mama, you give me a lot of joy. Oh, thank you. My time don't reach for them to do this thing. Because say, okay, you want to show me say you get more fans, eh? You want to show me say you get fans? You have more fight match. Then they'll come do that TikTok match where we say if this person they get more gifts, that this person will win. If this person they get more gifts, that this person they win. So they will try as much as possible, make anybody know quick win so that they'll get plenty gifts. You're gonna hear, guys, power tap. Mona no let this girl win you. Mona no let her win you. Mona no let her win you. Power tap your screen. Joe don't come. Now Joe they give gifts. Guys, power tap. Over. I see Joe. Yeah, Joe don't give me lion now. Anybody give you lion? She go front and say, guys, nobody's giving me lion. See, they are trying to win also. Then the guys where they manage say they won't knock that Nollywood actress, they'll come out to the pump money. You will see flower, you will see lion, you will see whale, you will see shark, you will see bear, you will see buffalo, all of them. Then the guy will come in and they'll want to win the guy say, Joe, you want from my hand. Joe, Clifford, oh, Clifford, oh God, we are going to win this now, Clifford. Guys, don't forget double tap the screen. Double tap say power tap. Keep on sharing the live. She cannot win us. Those she got to say, me, I'm a soft girl. I cannot be doing like you guys. But I know my people got me. For you know, say they don't make more money than the popular idiots. Daddy.
So now a lot of Nigerians have grouped these people and they don't respect all these Nollywood actresses because of what your podcast have sold to these people. On this same podcast, you have sexualized Tiwa Savage and you do that to a lot of girls on that podcast. Now, again on this podcast, you have sold this idea that Lagos girls don't work hard for their money, especially those ones that claim to be big girls, that all of them too are ashawos. Now, one thing Lagos girls knows how to do is sleep with different men and do this and do this. On that podcast again, you have revealed that Lagos people, all they do is sleep with this one, sleep with this one, sleep with this one. All you do on that podcast is to just talk about women in a very weird way. So Nedu, please tell me, all these things I've said and I've learned from your podcast, is this love? No, you said they pushed the narrative that you hate women. Okay, I didn't go to school. To be honest, I have just O-level results. But please, Nedu, explain to me, is this love that you have for these women that is making you reveal all these things that nobody asked you? You do all these things because of the likes and the views and for people to come on your podcast. Now you come and complain that brands are dropping you because they claim you hate women.
You see, one thing is that if you go somewhere, I think I always tell you this as well, my dear friends. If you go somewhere and you hear something that is against your spirit, that is against your mindset, that is anti this or like, what you do is that next time you don't go there again. So what he says as well here, he makes a point here because if him speaking that or saying that brings people to come on his platform, what do you think a businessman would do? You double down. Do you understand? You double down on that thing you are doing because that is what they like to hear. If you are just thinking about the money aspect, thinking about the views and the likes, you do what the audience themselves want to hear. For me, do I even care? I'll do a video like this, whether it's one, two people that watch it, 3 people that watch it tomorrow. I'll make a video the next day and tell you, remember we said this, as if I know that you people didn't watch it. I'll just say, remember we said this in our last video, but I will continue because I know that even now I'm talking about something that I know you care about because maybe you have seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. I'll make you feel that you are missing something in the previous video, which will make you go and watch it, even though you never wanted to watch it in the first place. The point I'm trying to make you understand is that any sensible person that goes somewhere and see that this particular platform is not somewhere that they like or something, or they don't like the energy that comes from here, what do? You go. What pulls you to go there again? We are only tempted by our desires, the scriptures say. If the desire is not there, you can't be even tempted by it. So the attention, of course, the podcast or the platform gets at that time as well, they were not really having like that much of like big, significant people coming there. So it was just them talking and chatting and all of that. At that particular point, of course, it makes sense that you can say they are doing it for the views and likes because that is what people want to hear. If not, of course, right here, like he was constantly bashing him because of what he doesn't like that he says. It just shows his disapproval of what goes on there, even though he consumes the content over there as well. So what he says, of course, right here is true, factual. Just for me to commend him on his observation, because whether you like it or not, he was a part of those, of course, that were pioneering that particular agenda that Nedu, of course, was talking about.
You don't hate women, you overlove them from all these points that I've brought. And it's funny how we all rush when Caramel and Lydia and the rest people, they say something out there, but nobody's talking about your matter. It's funny how the men always just keep you. And meanwhile, you are doing a lot of harm. You are selling a lot of dirty thoughts. You are selling it out there for people. But the men just keep you for some reason. I don't know why they do that.
But sometimes I also wonder as well. BDM normally does this is confession times, and just recently when the whole Mesichinwo thing was trending with that, I came across a video where the people were accusing him that he hates Igbos, and what else again did they say he does? That he doesn't like women. Yeah, they also accuse him that he doesn't like women. He also gets that accusation himself. Here is he talking about someone that his utterances doesn't show that, no, they say he doesn't like women or doesn't like single mothers or something. Yeah. And when he was reacting to that, some of you watched me when I played the video. What he was even saying, he was saying, who do I sleep with? Who have I been doing this with? Who have I been, he was even describing as well the sexuality of what he does, how he does it, and all of that, like based on his persona that people knew after he blew up or something. So it makes sense as well what D1 was saying. Because one thing you have to understand, I think I was saying that recently on Instagram. Every brand has an identity. When you think VDM, what comes up to your mind? What position does it have in your mind? That is where the marketing, of course, builds a position in the mind of someone that when once you see the person, that person has a representation. Yes, of course, he's very raw, he's very plain when it comes to him even talking about himself, his sexuality and what he does and how he's being with how many women or something. At the point of you doing that, are you objectifying women, or are you trying to show that how much of an alpha male you are, that you have women come to you, or you deal with only you like single mothers and all that? When people who are watching you, who follow you right now massively, are watching you, are they listening to you as, okay, he's just catching cruise, or he's just being open and honest? Because that is called the Honest Bunch podcast, and Nedu is just being himself. Whether on the podcast or in the comedy skits he does, because this is just an amplified version of what he does on his skits. Landlord and husband material with women, this and that. So that is just his personality, and you would expect him to be talking like that because that is what he has projected over the years. So the same thing as well here, he also gets to do that in his confessions or when he's talking about how he's been with women. So when people that are now looking up to you come and listen to you saying those things, how do they get to interpret it? They see it to be normal. They see it to be like, okay, if VDM can do it, why can't I do it? That kind of thing. That's why D1 was saying that when these people you are helping, I appreciate his charity work, quite amazing, I would say. Commendable, indeed, 100%. But when these people come out and they search for you and then they try to listen to you, of course, or learn from you, what do they get to see? Do you understand? How do they get to understand your person? That's why I tell people, the more popular you become, the more famous you become, the weight on the publish button when you are trying to post something becomes stronger and heavier on you. That is why I'm not even trying to, I think I can talk about myself because I've been around for a while. That's why I had standards and principles from the beginning. So that even if you are watching my video from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that principle still follows along. Because you don't want to get to a point whereby you have done so many things in the past, you're being in a particular way that you now have to, if you have a conscience, you know that, oh, if I talk this thing now, how would those that are looking up to me, how would they take it? How would they perceive this? So with that, of course, you have to now be, even though you might have a secret life or a personal life that is not out there, you have to make sure that your presentations are cordial with the personality or how you want your audience to be. Even though you might have the reason as well to be as raw as possible with respect to your conversations, either like how you would talk about his sexual experience and all of that. Because for him to be saying that, like I just said right now, that people think that he hates women or he doesn't like women, that's the same thing he's saying that what would Nedu's comment be causing in the mind of people that are listening to him saying those things about women? Whether Nedu is, because Nedu can overhype things. Podcast is where sometimes people can just speak. It's just for you to come and say it as it is. Say it the way it is in your mind. So I don't see Nedu being different from what he has projected over the years, even when he's on the podcast. So someone coming for him on that is just because, number one, like he's doing now, is because of the attention that he has. So he believes at this point that he shouldn't be having that attention because he's spoiling the minds of many people, which I think is amazing. But you see, the thing is that the people are the one that go look for him. People go for what they want to hear. The most meaningful time I've sat down to watch that podcast was when Ebodamina was there, Olumide Emmanuel was there, Sowore was there, Peter Obi was there, as well. Like people that I know that these people, their persona alone carries a particular positioning in the mind of the audience, that wherever you hear that they have appeared or something, you want to go and listen to know what they have to say. Why? Because of what they embody. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but let's go on.
You always say all these things about women, but the men, you don't say nothing about them.
Husband material, wait. He got one guy. I don't want to call him.
You never call the name of the man. You never call the name of the man.
But he doesn't also call the name of the women. Like the Tiwa Savage one as well was because they are talking about Tiwa Savage. That's a public person that was mentioned. And then he made a comment of what he would typically do if it's his person, because that is what he has been projecting. Do you understand? Because one thing, once you start calling name as well, you are now putting yourself in the conversation. But when you give people that notion, oh, this happened, without calling a name, it will easily be forgotten. But when the D1 went and called his name and said this and said that directly at him, like he said, he's leaving the worm according to him and going for the fish. Do you understand? So interesting. I think this. Let's go on.
But the women, you look for a way to just rubbish them on that platform. And now you are saying that, a beverage brand, they dropped me because they claim my women. That's the first one. Wait, with time, you go see the numbers. That's the first one. You will learn.
Okay.
Want to keep up.
So that's just for you to know that he has long before they even met, he had long been wanting that particular platform to go down. He had been on Nedu's neck. Okay, let's look at this one as well right here. So now, this one was before then as well, in May.
If you have that older man that is eyeing you, that wants to marry you, he's 45, he's 50, you are still 20 or something, you are an adult. Pekus is Pekus. Does he have the wherewithal to take care of you?
Thank you, my
If
leader.
he does, go ahead. Because the truth is, okay. That young guy that you want to marry now, you know, think say that young guy misbehavior go see the young guy body. But this older man, what thing they find? He don't go club finish. He don't go.
Note that this video was on Instablog. It is a trending conversation. He's just giving his reaction, just like I am reacting to this trending brouhaha. And let me tell you, my dear friends, okay, if you have an issue with my videos being long, now you get the phone for your hand. You go stop them, no watch them again. They go. No Conrad for comment. Your video is long. This and this. I just tell you. Thank you.
Oh, but wait. Nowadays, I want to arrive in a fast car. No, he's not thinking. Hold on. He's not thinking of a Ferrari. He's thinking of Rolls Royce.
Ladies, before you take advice from this one where shorts like MTN 1 gig data, you better understand something. The same person that is advising you now will be the same person that will come tomorrow and call you gold digger. Yes, you'll be the same person that will call you gold diggers. Now, this Nedu is a very funny person. Now, you are trying to say you want to merge a girl of 20 years old with a man that is 50 years old. And your reason is because the old man have had experience, he have explored, he have done this, you understand? So it will be perfect. So what about the girl exploring and also getting experience? Because a girl that is 20 years old and brain never even really mature for say, okay, she won't decide what she won't use her life do yet. You understand? And you won't match them up. And now the same one again, they talk say girls of nowadays no one grow old with somebody. Say they no one hustle with a young guy. They just want flashy. The same you again, still they advise them. Let's say the girl now, this advice you give, somebody collect them. You understand? She can't rush, marry a man of 50 years old. Now, the man can't reach 90, he can't buy. That means the girl could be 60 years old. You understand? You know how difficult it is for a woman of 60 years old to find person where like her for who I'm not talking about men where one they go dig her. You understand? To find a true love at that age. You know what it be? That is to say the lady will spend the rest of her life lonely if possible. You understand? See, they can't advise you they dish out. See, they can't advise you they dish out. And you make them feel as if the older people get sense. Say old age in a sense. Meanwhile, you see sometimes waiting that the freeze they talk. We see how many times that the freeze don't be small picking. You see how many times that the freeze they malfunction. More no can talk about. Imagine say a man can go end up with Kemi Oluloyo. Kemi Oluloyo every week, every month. In a year, now 2 times, if you say something reasonable, and that's something reasonable, now God bless you. God bless you. I see the kind of advice what you they give. You see this they do, I swear to God, my mind. Even like I go find your ex-wife, maybe and she start podcast. I feel as if she go get things where we say people go 1 year. I feel as if we go get juice. I never think about this thing before. What's we call them? The so honest brand.
If you
So you see, this just explained that whole idea of just, like I said as well, if you want to get attention, this is something I'm very practical on this. If you look at my conversation, the trending topics I get to talk about, those trending, before I talk about something trending, I know that people's attention are here. So he knows where your attention is. Him coming into the media space of commentary and all of that, and reactions, of course, he's reacting, he's called out that he freeze, of course, before. He's reacted to Nedu here, reacting as well. Like right now, here you mentioned Kemi Olayo. You know, now of course he gets to face like the quote unquote the blogs, the Insta blogs, the KGs, and then the like recently when his name was popped up on most whatever, you see people in the comment now typing that I'm jealous of. Last time I spoke about him, people say I'm jealous of him. Me, God, I no get time. Where you from? If it's not for me to make the commentary and move on, you see them typing in the comment, you are jealous of VDM. You're jealous of what? Do you even see me in that sphere? Is it not recently that I saw that Linda AKG and what is Insta blog posted me, and I've been around for years, okay? Because my conversations are not the things that are of interest, I would say. So because I stepped into the Messi Chinwo thing 2 weeks before VDM even came on the scene as well talking about it, I've been talking about it 2 weeks before as well. Then I saw my 2 weeks old video. People were cutting it and posting on Linda AKG this and this because probably they saw a point in the video that was, you know. But when I posted my video, did I come on Instablog? I say Instablog, I better repost me. I didn't even post it on Instagram. So if you want to, they want to post me, they have to come to my base to come and look for what to post. So I'm not trying to compete with your guy. I'm not even jealous of what. But I will tell you the truth to your face. Now you they listen to me. Do you get the point of what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm showing you this as well is to show you patterns. That it's not as if what is happening now. If Nedu was wise, Nedu wouldn't have gone close to him. But Nedu was going close to him because of what he wants to get from him. His what? Attention. So he spent time as well here looking at Nedu with the attention and the media coverage, calling him out. Because calling him out, of course, would bring attention to him. That is just the thing. Okay? But now Nedu was saying that this person has attention. Okay? He's coming up. Okay. Let me get close to him. So getting close to him, they made the face there. Nedu start to build that kind of like bond with conversations, not knowing that the person he's talking to had an agenda long before, that if he gets to that point of him having the same level of attention, he wants to bring him down. When people are very clear with their intentions like this publicly, you have to also be very cautious. Well, that is why I'm the way I am. I don't get celebrity friend. I do celebrity rapport. I'm not even a celebrity. I'm just someone that you just see. What do you know about me except for what I tell you? Or maybe you can find some things. That's your business. Okay? I just come out and show up, and I'm out, of course. Anyone that is talking about me anyway, if you want to find me, yeah, come to YouTube, sit down and watch me, okay? Because as you're watching me, I'm earning from you watching me. I think that's also a win-win. Call me all the names in the comment as well. I think I'm gaining from that wisdom. Okay, but I'm just showing you this pattern. But let's go on as well here as we get to the main crux, of course, of the conversation. Now, listen to this particular video. The first one here, which stresses what I have been saying before now. June. Now, listen as well here, okay?
The haters promote you more than the people that love you promote you.
The haters promote you more than the people that love you promote you. But when a hater is speaking about you, categorically, let's say you see me now. Assume that I'm a hater. Picture in your mind that I hate BDM. Because you're not in my heart, so you don't know me. Picture me like a hater. What do you think is happening right now? Do you think I'm promoting him? Of course, I am promoting him. But do I stand to gain something from promoting him? Yes, I gain your attention. You would have a reason to hate me, but now you know my face because of him. I'm telling you facts right now. So he knows is that the hater promotes you more than those who like you, because even as they're being antagonistic about you, they're putting you out there, but it becomes a little bit worrisome when the subject of their perceived hate, as you see, is true. Those who have been here with me longer know, you know that it's not just, I'm not even talking about Nigeria self. In America, they call me Illuminati, they call me Freemason, they call me this and this. You understand? When that happened, was I coming to come and say, oh, I'm going to call out this platform for calling me Freemason, calling me Illuminati? What was I doing? As a Christian who knows that what they're saying is not true, I was happy, I was rejoicing, because they can put me in the same image as TD Jakes, what is his name again, even Diddy. They put me in the same image with Pope. Many people, I'm like, for me to be in the center, they put me with these people. I don't go far with that. I know even they talk of Nigeria matter. But when people are saying something about you, when someone hating you is saying something and that thing is false, you sleep like a baby. So you see, the things that he came out and was saying that Nedu had said to him and all of that, it is likely that what he's saying is true, that Nedu said it as well. And even someone came out and confirmed that indeed Nedu, you see, for me, on all of this conversation, what I would take to be a fact, remember my pattern, is when Like the girl that came out, the peachy what, that came out and said that Nedu actually told her to sleep with him before he can blow or she can blow or something in doing skit. That one, I can take that, of course, amplify and discuss about it. Why? Because the subject is the one speaking. Do you understand? But now it's between him and Nedu that he knows, that Nedu knows if what he is saying that he said is true or not. Do you understand? Now, note something, my dear friends. As he's coming to come and say, Nedu told me this, Nedu told me this, okay? The only proof, what is making this garner the attention and Nedu getting those backlash is who VDM is. I trust him, he has the following, people rattle this and this, so they will just go to Nedu's page and then lambast him, call him names, threaten him, whatever, mock him, all of those things. Now, it's not as if when they were talking about that he was recording, and then he doesn't have to prove anything. He just has to come out and say, Nedu told me this, Nedu told me this. Whether those things that Nedu was saying is true that it happened or not that it happened. Like the one of the girl that Nedu had told him, and he came and posted the girl's picture and called the girl out before he now later had to apologize to the girl because that was false. So the thing is that it's one thing for someone to tell you something personally. It's another thing for you to confirm what that person is saying is true or not before you now share it publicly. Okay? But if you just go on and just garbage in and garbage out publicly without confirmation, then of course that means you have an agenda or you are just biased. Just look at the one of him and Easy T. Easy T reached out to him, they talk. He said, of course, that him and Easy T were talking, and Easy T told him his own side of the story and all of that. He came out on the internet and was resharing, and he got to the point of the contract he was capping. What did I do? I did not speak to Messi. I didn't speak to Easy, but I could see from what he's saying that what he's saying is false. What did I do? I went down to history, brought as well images, pictures to prove to you. Even when I did that as well, some people were still stupid to come and call me names. Why? Because they could see from the lie that he told that he was capping rubbish at that particular point. But what would someone that is sensible do at that point? Oh, I said this, it was incorrect. Maybe I wasn't given the full information. Okay, Mr. Chingo, in this part I say something, I am sorry or something. I could see that there's evidence that you guys had a contract in 2017. It wasn't as if you did something in 2017 but now had to sign in 2019 because you were not told the truth from the person that was speaking to you. So if someone comes to me and tells me something, that's why I don't share personal information. People come and tell me things, and because I discuss it, they comment, but I say, what you are telling me, I will tell you ahead of time. Whatever you are telling me is not for public consumption. You are telling me because I just know, and I will not leverage on that and say, oh, I will expose you or this and that. No. I've spoken about someone here that was trending. People think that I'm the weapon fashioned against that person. Just like how D1 is more like a weapon. People will say it's a weapon fashioned against VDM. Why? Because he's always talking about VDM every day. Even in the midst of that particular drama, I came out publicly and said something that only those people who are in that mix covering for this so-called person, only them would understand. And guess what? When I said that thing, I said, tell them, go and fix this. There's someone here that is trying to do this. There's someone here trying to do this. I said, go and fix that thing. What happened? They went out, fixed the thing, sent me a video personally. A video was sent to me that this person has changed what he was trying to say. Those who have been here longer, you understand the code I'm speaking in right now. I can't even mention names because I'm not trying to scandalize anybody or whatever, but I'm just trying to make you understand that Nedu and him having a conversation, he might have said something out of context, some things that went, but because of he has an agenda to do what? To bring him down long before then, what does he do? He reshares what he said, whether it is true or not. Because in that sense as well here, everything that Nedu had told him is true that it happened. So let him just come and expose Nedu on the ground that he had done this with this person, he had done this with this person, he said this, he said that. Now, I will tell you as well here, whether you like it or not, it's not, I don't think it's a manly thing to do, in my opinion. Okay? But of course, right here, he just had to get his own pound of flesh back because since the podcast is trending with something that happened on the podcast under the watch of someone that is my guy. So what should I do? Let me come at him as my guy. Since you call me your guy, let me come and expose the private things, of course, we have discussed. Let me read something for you in scripture as we get to go on here, because scripture, of course, makes these things, of course, very clear. If you read Proverbs 16, verse 28, it says here, a troublemaker plants seeds of strife. Gossip separates the best of friends. Gossip separates the best of friends. But a troublemaker plants seeds of strife. Some people call me troublemaker. Why? Because when I get to analyze trends as well, I get to really expose the situation and it will look as if, oh, George is causing discord or something. But you know that what I'm saying is true. I'm showing you what I'm saying as I'm talking about it. I'm showing you this one. And these are things public which are already, of course, causing. It's already causing strife on the media space, and I'm trying to bring perspective to it. Okay, but you see that part as well where gossip, of course, separates friends. Let me read now here in Proverbs 12 verse 13. A gossip goes around telling secrets. Note, a gossip goes around telling secrets, but those who are trustworthy can keep a confidence. You need to also assess yourself as a person. Are you someone that is trustworthy? Are you someone that shares secrets? Now, Nedu would do that, of course, publicly without mentioning names for content. What happens, of course, gossip. Here, I don't come here and share with you secrets, even though I know some things that will be considered secret. Whatever I talk about is a public conversation. I analyze it and I get to move on. Him coming out right now to share his personal conversation, being brought close by Nedu and what they had discussed, it also should make you understand his person. But of course, at this point, it's not him being quote unquote an activist for someone. He's being an activist for himself, for his person. And of course, right here, the same goal to bring down that platform. Okay, but I would say that this whole drama is happening. We get to learn from trends. It will also be a learning ground for those who are going to be continuing, or even if Nedu is going to go back as well to continue, it will be a learning ground. That's okay. This whole thing as well, maybe we should also change our strategy or maybe how we get to talk, because sometimes as well, we may not really know the truth until we start learning as well from things happening. Let me read another scripture as well for you. Now, another scripture as well here that looks at the concept of gossip. Proverbs 20 verse 19. A gossip goes around telling secrets, not secrets. So don't hang around with chatterers. Okay? Chatterers are those who get to talk too much. All right? So if you are around people that you know, not listen. Person where they tell you something about another person, make I just tell you for a fact, okay? That same person go to tell other people something about you. Sure you get? Sure to hear. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it's just we are just in a situation whereby what was now maybe discussed in confidence, chattering, talking, is now what is being shared outside. Note, if Nedu come out and say that VDM told me this, let's assume they were having a conversation. Would you even care what Nedu would say? Because whatever is quote unquote maybe damaging or something, if you want to do tit for tat with him, you wouldn't care. Why? Because it's VDM. That's why Nedu said this on the podcast.
It dey obvious, but it dey work. I don't see video where he goes school, he goes now for the toilet.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying.
What did he say in that video? You know that, first of all, he non-block me. When I spoke about 20 million, saying carry 20, now they block me. He know say, this boy is after the truth. Now, you are saying now that, first, are we done with the Don Jazzy thing? Do we agree now that...
No.
Because he said he was going to work in January.
Don Jazzy owner not go agree.
You're not going to agree because not Don Jazzy.
No, it's not even because
but you know, say Don Jazzy not they feed you. He's not feeding anybody here.
Yeah, but like it's Don Jazzy.
We'll say the truth. Even if he feeds tomorrow.
You see this thing that you said is yes,
or it's Don
Jazzy. It goes back to exactly what he said.
No, I don't mean it like that way. I just mean like it's Don Jazzy. It's amazing.
Hey, sweetheart, listen. It goes back to what he's saying, that most Nigerians follow people and they don't care what they do. But because it's that person, anything that person does is okay. So they see what they want to see, not what is in front of them.
Yes.
Continue.
Now, since he gave him that money scatter his head, he don't know what thing to do, and I was not happy. I say, why don't just go do this thing at this time? Why? What is 100 million? Okay, what has the foundation? What is 200? What are 200 and something million do?
He's done.
And it made sense as well when he said that. Because it is this person, I do not care. And I'm not saying this as well to bring him down. He knows that your enemies promote you the most. This whole drama has promoted that podcast, whether in a negative way or something, it has brought attention to it. You think that him talking about Messi Chinwo, that is bringing Messi Chinwo down? If you are truly a Christian, and you are not taking side in this whole Messi Chinwo Easy Tea conversation as well, you know where your heart is. My heart is not on Messi Chinwo's side or on Easy Tea's side. I've discussed about this as well objectively on both sides. But if you like, say I'm for Messi Chinwo, that one on your business. If you say I'm for Easy Tea, that one for your business. I don't care. But he knows one thing, that those who hate you antagonize you as well, promote you more. But look at what he says as well here again. Listen, this was more like in the early days, I would say.
The haters promote you more than the people that love you promote you. In the sense that, let's say for instance, Davido drops a new song. You understand? Alpha boy, you don't see that nonsense song when Davido drop. You don't say, no, I never see him. Come see him for YouTube. Bim. See him now, the song no sweet. Davido don't get one view. Now, we don't say, come see this other Davido song. Him now go come up from there now, go back, go play him for your other guy. They don't, come see this song. Davido don't get 2 views. Who you they play?
So you see, what he said now is what happened on the Honest Bunch podcast. Even with the hate as well you have for Nedu and all of that because of their private man-to-man, bro-to-bro conversation or whatever, even though he said he doesn't like Nedu, I never liked him. Up until then, he was acting on camera to be like, oh, they're friends. That is practically what he... Go and look at that podcast. Check it and check the views on that podcast and the 3 podcasts before. Practically. Let's go on.
You they contribute. Your haters promote you more than the people that love you. Just like the people where they talk say they don't like me. You understand? People where they talk say they don't like me for Twitter. You say, oh, guy, I don't like this guy. He talks too much. But you they retweet my video. You they spread them. Now, if I can't come out, oh my God, I saw your video on Twitter. One guy was saying that he does not like you. Man, I really enjoy what you said, but I don't understand why the guy does not like you. Now, person don't like me. That you don't introduce me, give another person. So why would they complain about the haters, man? We should show them more love. They need to... No. Don't show them love. Don't show them love, please. So that they will hate more and promote you more.
Do you get the point? This is what he's telling his audience, the community. Is that different from what I've been... So if you have been cursing me out in the comments up until now that you have heard him say it or say what I've been saying, are you going to delete what you have written before? No, you keep it there. Chill. Calm down. Let's continue. We haven't gotten to the point I want to get now. So when I talk, I show you facts. These are things that I know, of course. Come on. Do you understand? Just that, you see, with the case of Nedu, like I just mentioned as well, what they shared in confidence. He just felt that for Nedu to allow that, quote unquote, what he did want to come on the podcast and say that about him on his platform, which is going to sell as well because he's talking about VDM. In fact, even the clips that they promoted, if he's like your guy, truly speaking, if Nedu is his guy and parties, truly speaking, what he would promote on the blogs or on their Instagram snippets would not be the part where D1 was saying VDM is sleeping with man or all of these things. He will promote some other part of the conversation. But you see, the whole thing is to get attention on the podcast. So Verydarkblackman's name, of course, has attention. So what is going to happen? People will troop him, made them go hear the full gist on the podcast. Just like what happened with Messi Chinwo. Dr. Roy was talking, it was misinterpreted as if Messi Chinwo was the subject that Dr. Roy was talking about before the podcast even came out. Because Messi Chinwo, compared to EZT, who get better attention, who get audience. Now Messi Chinwo, so Nedu of course made sure that the snippet looked as if Messi Chinwo was the one that Dr. Roy was attacking. When it was not Messi Chinwo, rather it was EZT. So what made you realize as well, you have to go and watch the full video to know the context. This at me, I don't even do that as well myself. I get that time to come do post for Instagram, post for here. That's why I hear you don't know me before now. Maybe just YouTube that made you to know me. Okay? But I don't come and spread out as well because that my goal is not fame. If you don't know now, know this. My goal is not to be famous. I want to walk the street and you don't even know I exist. Yeah. But if you want to give me fame and give me attention, of course, in the end, I get to profit from it. But I'm not coming here trying to say I want to rub shoulders with this person or want to be with celebrities or something. I don't even like that lifestyle. No. I like a very simple life. But if you want to give me attention, please go ahead. In the end, I get to profit from it as well. Simple and short. Let's go on to this other one as well. This one was now in August 2023 as well here. And let's get to see here what he had to say here.
Our product don't have NAFTAC, but we're selling it.
This was the point here before he now got to meet Nedu in August. Know that from May, he's been attacking him, calling him out. Now in August, when the whole Jenny's Glow thing and all of that as well here, as it was still going on, Nedu came out. Nedu was the first person that came out in solidarity, who has attention he has been following and observing, coming to now speak what he has been speaking. Why don't you think that Nedu would reach out to him and say, guy, how far? You don't they call me out, make we meet, that kind of thing. Because this is him here in August of 2023 posting Nedu and commending what he said, even though he still says that he doesn't like Nedu on a normal day. But let's listen.
Our product don't don't have NAFTAC, but we're selling it. You want to bring a God-fearing game down. God will punish you. You safe, not the fear God.
Anyways, I actually don't like Nedu on the show, but
I don't like him because he has been calling him out, but
then again, at least the message is being spread out. Have you guys noticed something? Have you guys noticed that the gist lover that claim that they are the voice of the voiceless, they have not talked about this? Money don't enter. Even the Insta vlog. This is why I love TikTok. You don't need one kind godfather or one godmother to spread your message. I know one blue. I know they do advert. I know these my followers do anything. I just spread my message. So I don't need anybody for anything. Don't be say they make money. I know they do advertisement. I don't need them. So it can't be as if God they shower lights on me. The message they spread. And I know they tag blog. Now God, now they shine up. Don't play. This is what happens. They say pride comes before a fall. You people need to learn from this. When you are wrong, say you are wrong. I love TikTok because even page for TikTok where we say you get one follower. If you check in views, you go see 1.1 million views and the followers no go plenty. That's why I love TikTok. You don't need one kind of if I no post them, you know, if we don't post it, it will not go viral. It go viral for TikTok, no post them.
so just like what happened with my video, did I post it on Facebook? Did I post it on Instagram? But I saw the video on Linda Cage. I say, yeah. I saw the video on Instablog. I see my face. I say, yeah, George, now you be this page where they comment. Even myself, I had to wait till later, some hours later, before I just drop a comment to correct some narrative. I don't even go there, go to reply anybody. Normally, you know, say if blog posts you, you go there, go comment, make them see your comment. Maybe people know who the person be. I even saw my video on this person's place, D1's platform. I just look at it. I pass. I'm not even following the guy. You understand? Because my goal is not for me to come and say, okay, let me come and... Because even the post, of course, will say YouTuber. If you want to watch a full video, go on YouTube. I don't need to come and try to say, oh, now my video, why you not tag me, or are they Chris? Are they mad? If you post my video, not tag me, I don't even care. That's the kind of... Most time, you don't see my video. It's just recently that I started posting my video and I'll put my name. I'm not even... I like my videos to be clean. I will not come and do watermark this and do... I don't... No. That is my kind of person. But I don't know if it makes sense what I'm trying to make you understand at this point, my dear friends. It's really important for you to know that this has been a long game he's been playing, looking at the person of Nedu. So what you are seeing now is not something new, but at least you are learning. We are learning from this. That's why you see now it's as if celebrities are afraid of putting their mouth in this matter. I even see this person, what's his name, the comedian himself that was also mentioned, the stalker. The stalker called him and they spoke. Even the thing where he talk with the stalker as well, he still come talk and publicly. That the part that he was talking about basketball, as if they cut it out, and the one he was talking about other people, they leave it, all those things. The stalker still go for behind, go talk something with him. Is it to further cast him or something? Like, I don't know. But what we they see now and I say, now waiting man do man. Make I just tell you now, Gongo. But maybe I cannot roll in that particular sense. I don't know. I can't roll in that sense. It's just me. You can say in the comment, I don't have the liver to come and post people's secret. What would I get to achieve? What would I gain from that? Say person matter dey my hand. I go come post them. Why? If no matter where they public, everybody they talk about them. They on news, they on blogs. No worry, I go talk about them. But if to say person come, they tell me something. I say, okay, make I drag this person, I come talk them. No, I don't even want to be in your space. Make they come tag my name, tag this person name. I haven't been surprised, say they tag my name, tag Mr. Chingo, easy tea. I say, what? Should be I do on my own, they do analysis of what them put out there, proving what they were saying. For you to do an analysis to the point whereby you are proving what the people are saying when they don't even know how to prove what they are saying. That means you go deeper. That means you are on a different class, a different level. But anyway, now let's get on to the point, of course, here, the podcast, where Nedu, of course, had D1, of course, where they were discussing about person of VDM. What has led to this whole conundrum? If you have watched up to this point, type in the comments, Jesus is Lord. Because many of you watching as well, you don't believe in Jesus. But I want to tell you something, my dear friends. You see, if you understand the true rudiments of Christian values, to a great extent, it will also help you define your principles on how you get to work, even if you are in the secular world. Now, I'm discussing a secular conversation. People have branded my face as church boy, church things. But you see the platform I'm posting this video, it's not the platform you know. This is BLG analysis. There is Being Real George, the full name. This one is just the acronym, if I'm to put it that way. That's why I can bring this here. My last video was 25 days ago. So if you think I'm just coming to come and post this because no, it's because it's trending. That's why I care to talk about it. Do you understand? What am I trying to say here? What we are discussing right now, does it have any Christian value? Does it have any godly value we can emulate? Those who are following this, you that is watching, most of you, of course, would be Christians. Does it have any godly value we can emulate here? No. But we can learn something from all of this happening when it comes to how we relate with people. The Bible is filled of wisdom. Let me read the scripture in Micah. So let's listen as well here. Let's listen to the part of the podcast where D1 talks about VDM.
Media. How did he transition to that part? Even to the part where you can't begin get issues with my own guy, Verydarkblackman. I don't understand. How do you transition to that part?
As for Nedu, everybody, even his guys, he get to cast. Even his guy, he still gets to talk about them here, even though he doesn't mention name. So that not only that him guy go no say this thing when they do the talk now about me. Do you understand? So if those his guys that he has mentioned many times, one of my guy like you saw VDM mimicking him, those guys will know that this person's mouth doesn't stay one place. Even though he doesn't speak about those experiences or those things he knows publicly. Do you understand? But for his whole situation to be sweet and interesting, Honest Bunch podcast. Note, the idea is for him to be honest. So he's being honest, of course, but he's not being specific. This person. But for him to draw VDM close and is now specific with things, maybe he was thinking that VDM is husband material. The person will be said that we go know things past VDM na husband material. And I know one thing for sure. Husband material wouldn't do this to her friend. In fact, I think he can consider husband material to be someone trustworthy that they can share things and talk, whether not true, whether not lie. Do you understand? But anyway, I explained that, of course, why he would tell VDM those things. Let's listen.
Okay, so to be honest, I know why. I've been no one going there. That's why I just load the drink. I really know one going to that.
You are here. You are here already.
Because
talk.
So I get VDM sentiment. You are here, talk, even though not my guy. Because that is what will bring the attention on the platform. And you wouldn't expect VDM to just ignore, because this person that is saying my guy is using style to malign me. You understand? Even though it is the one that is the one that is talking, or the one that is saying all of these things on his platform. If Nedu didn't invite D1 to come there to come and speak, no, this whole thing started with Messi Chinwo. It was D1 that called out and said, Nedu, I want to be on your podcast. He has receipts. I have this whole Nedu Chinwo thing. He wants podcast. Do you understand? So him going there, but already, of course, D1's personality is tied to VDM with respect to the fact that he's been talking about VDM consistently. More like weapon fashioned against him. Do you understand? He claims, because for him to be so significant that VDM gets to block him, according to what he said, I don't know, I'll have to confirm that. For him to be so significant for VDM to even see him to be important to be blocked is very, very interesting then, because indeed he considers him to be significant to even block him. Because normally, of course, what you do is just post your video and not open the comments or something, and then you don't care what he has to say. You understand? For maybe he's being blocked so that he will not, while scrolling, will not mistakenly bump into him on his screen, because he doesn't want to watch him. Probably prefers watching him on the blogs or something. So there has to be something significant to make him block D1. But indeed, if this person be your guy, let me tell you facts. If I know say you be my guy, and person they come here and akpata for my place, we go make you yourself lose guard or something, I no go let them happen on the normal bro code. Except say money is money over matter. But sometimes it's supposed to be matter over money. Sure, you get the point now. Last time maybe say I come talk about some of you that watch my church conversations as well, when I was talking about the whole Apostle Takim thing. Now person will be sad, no, I no go say na my guy. You get, but because say wetin they do that time too, if they call out another person, I just say, okay, make I use this opportunity. As if they call out this person now for this same event where they call out this person, you don't make mistake. Make I just share them. Make I just show you, say, okay, I they play your video as if they call out this person, but this thing where you do, it don't make sense. You lie for here. Now lie where they lie to you. Now lie where you believe. Some of you watch that video, but I no come insult time, say this or this and that, because I have to give you that respect as well. But sometimes as well, we have to just learn things the easy way, not always the hard way. Do you understand? But you get the point of what I'm saying to this point. But of course, here is money over matter. Let's go on.
I've promised myself that, you know, this year I no go talk about this guy, mention his name.
Okay.
You know. But let me just say this. Nigerians, especially this generation, we're not looking for the truth. We just look for somebody to like, and then we believe that person no matter what that person says.
Wow.
And these are the things that I see on social media, and I'm like, no, now, we need to question some of these things. I feel like we're intelligent people. And then, first of all, I'm not his enemy. That's, you know, or anybody's enemy that I talk about.
True.
But I just like to air my view. But you know, in Nigeria, once you talk about, like there was a time something happened, I spoke about Davido. They say, Davido, your family, no. I say, no. The fact that I'm talking about this does not mean that I dislike or hate this person, you know? So, you know, when Verydarkblackman does some things, I just come out to point this out because millions of people are watching this. For instance, you cannot come outside and say that you've slept with 750 women in 1 year alone. That's not a trophy. We live in an environment where rape, you know, women are still being, ladies, girls are still being molested till today.
VDM gets to pull out this alpha male trait. I think I've spoken about it before. So for him to brag about that and say about that publicly, look at it as well with respect to what he was criticizing Nedu for. Sexualizing women because Tiwa Savage was the subject there, probably. Just look at what you have watched before now. You get the point of what I'm saying? So he is now becoming the VDM that was calling out Nedu. He is just becoming that. As I did so now, my dear friends, even with the way people hate me rich, okay? You get people where they set ring like, call me out, say, being real judge this, being real judge that. Check them, search them, you go find them. They want to become, but you see, that's why I told you people as well, with the way I get to do my work, or the way I get to do my analysis, if someone is calling me out the same way I get to do my analysis, I will respect that person double heart. No sentiment, just facts. But you have to be able to, either you are picking my video to criticize me or something, you need to be able to state facts. You don't just call me out like you read now in the comments. People will say, you are mad, you're a fool. Why are you saying that I'm a fool? Why are you saying I am mad? Why are you saying I am? State your fact so I can give you a rebuttal. If I'm not seeing the fact that is leading to your rebuttal, I see it to be that you're not making sense. Do you understand? Just like you see VDM state his own, play his fact, and then he gives his rebuttal on what he thinks. That is what D1 also does. Well fashioned against VDM because he wants to be correcting him. So VDM, when he comes out and say, I don't do this, I don't do this, I don't do this, the weight that should be, me, sincerely speaking, before I click on the publish button when I get to make a video, I have thought through that video many times. That's why sometimes I state the summary of the video in the pinned comment for those who don't have time to listen to fact, because people right now they have low attention span, they are TikTok brains, so they want short video. I'm not here to do short video. I can stay here and talk for 10 hours if I want to talk for 10 hours. Now you go decide whether you want to watch or you don't want to watch. Simple and short. But if you come they complain on top, say the video long too, you did, yeah, are you normal? It's not normal for you to do so. You just have to stop watching and then go. Except there's something that makes you such that you must have to listen to me to the end. No, you can stop and then continue again tomorrow. So you see that particular pattern. Do unto others what you will not mind being done unto you. That's exactly what is playing on right here. When you are doing something to someone, don't mind if that thing is. So that is how I also think retrospectively. If I come now, if I'm doing this, it's that's why when VDM learned from his lesson, after he posted that girl when that thing was a lie or something, and then he said, oh, if you be my sister, how I go feel? That was what D1 was saying as well in his video. If you be your sister, how I go feel? Sure you get? But when you are speaking based on fact, that is why the girl was saying, did you confirm from me? I told you before when I made my video trying to distinguish these things. If you say you are hearing from one side and you are doing analysis or doing investigation or something, hear from the other side. Except you are discussing things that are just public. You pick the side that is talking and you discuss, analyze, and then go your way. At best, as for what you do is just reporting what this person is saying. You don't have to speak to the person, but when you start speaking to one person, speak out to the other person. But of course, clearly VDM had an agenda that he had always had in his mind long before that time. So if you get friend where they your life now, where we say when I get mutual benefit or on a friendship day on a normal okay, but tomorrow when you offend that person, you go no, you will see crazy. You will see crazy. You will see crazy. Yeah, phone get out of biati. I'm telling you. So now as well, you need to. That's why remember I always tell you people, my circle is very small like this. Even on this page, we be say who be person we be say they popular, he be celebrity, be this we be say me and him the chat or something. You know they. I just dey on my lane. You don't know me, I don't know you. Last. Now person will be say if person one discredit me or something. If he be person we don't know me from maybe childhood when I been there, even when I did secondary school self, I'll be very antisocial. So I don't even do boys, classmate, group. No. I just dey on my own. I say be person maybe say maybe family. I don't know where go behind, go to talk some kind of things. But me I dey so far as you're stating facts, no problem. Public conversations, no problem. So you see now he is just like how VDM was to Nedu before they had their peace. That's why VDM cannot even stand him, can't even mention his name because he sees him to. But note here, VDM is here, D1 is here when it comes to attention. So if VDM gives him attention, D1 comes here. Do you understand? Nedu is here, VDM is here. VDM was commenting on his trend, he was trending, he was on Instablog and all of that. So he sees the content on Instablog, he has an issue with it, of course, he's sexualizing women, is this and this and this. He comes, comment on it as well. He's tapping into the trend. Same pattern. Now, of course, right here, VDM became here, Nedu was now here. So Nedu now comes and then give comments on VDM, and then they come on that particular level. Okay, VDM come post time. Say on a normal day, I don't like Nedu as well, but wait till in talk, you understand? Now they can now roll together as friends. But Nedu's reason, like I just told right now, is because he wants to tap into this person's attention and then get the currency. Let all the fans of this person come. Don't you see Gege? Gege was on the podcast. Look at the views that particular video got. Pella was on the podcast. Look at the views that particular, because everyone comes with their tribe. But guess what happened as well? As he now took on D1 into that particular scene, D1 came and then came with his anti-VDM, anti-this and all of that as well here. As he came on that particular scene, boom! The Rattles and their community as well, boom. You see the comments as well, they are writing. Even those who have not watched Nedu before, they now know the podcast. Does it make sense of what I'm saying? This is just the attention game. Okay, anyway, I'm working on a particular course. Not like a course per se, but later I'm going to announce it as well, where I get to teach you my pattern, how I make these videos, all of these things. I will do that as well, more like a short mini course. And then yes, you pay to watch it. Actually, it's not going to be expensive, but I'll teach you everything I do. And maybe so for those who want to learn this aspect of conversations as well, because you get to put your mind to work and try to really understand and bring value to people in your conversations. But it's something in the works, and you will tell me in the comments if you will be someone interested in that when that is done. So you see that particular pattern. It's just a cycle repeating itself. Tomorrow, someone would rise up and say, I am the weapon fashioned against BRG. Please come up. One thing is for sure, I will not even mind you. I will not respond to you. No. Even my audience get tired of me when I get to try to respond to comments in my video. They say, oh, don't talk about this naysayers, we know you with this and this. But sometimes I just want to make them feel like they are noticed, because I want them to always keep coming back. It's intentional of what I'm doing. It's not as if I don't know. But you see that cycle repeating itself here. Learn from this. Okay, let's go on.
Hey,
And even taken out.
you're not thinking of the implication, the ripple effect of this statement. Many people that love you now, okay, look at the other, when he went to that school, where Verydarkman, very dark. Those people, are they not going to check him on social media and watch his videos? So when they stumble on a video, of which I don't have an issue with that, but that's a different thing entirely. You know, when you do videos like that, saying, I mean, maybe you got them because of your body and all those things, or maybe because they like, this is VDM, let me just, have something to do with this. What of that boy that does not have that money, that cloud, that this, and wants to do that thing that you have said? And he goes to molest one. You're not thinking of the ripple effect, or you don't think people will listen to you. So these are the issues that I bring out.
But that's him being honest. He don't hide anything, because obviously there are some people that must have slept over that talk.
Yes.
Don't you think that's just him being honest?
See, so at this point as well, see, Nedu is also portraying his persona, because Nedu is also being honest with his person on the podcast, anytime, anywhere. But that his honesty, that his transparency, that he was open with VDM is now what is bringing him what? His, I won't say downfall, is what is causing the backlash now. So you that is going on Nedu's platform, typing, calling him name, doing this because of your loyalty to this particular person, are you learning? Because tomorrow you also have to try to put yourself in the, I always tell you, for you to do a proper analysis of a situation, try to put yourself in the shoes of both people. Don't just think of one person. Put yourself in the shoes of both parties, or all the parties involved, to really understand what might be going through their mind. Who stands to gain? What do I stand to lose here? I can picture what Nedu was thinking when he was opening up. You can't be like, say, they do advert for this company. You decline, come and pay me. Okay? But you get the point of what I'm saying. To now look as if it's Nedu himself was just being himself as well, vulnerable and trying to win that trust. For VDM to say, get close to someone to know them. Okay? But now, of course, you also have to learn so that you don't probably get to encounter a VDM kind of person in your life in the subject of someone that you would tell things as well, whether it is gossip or come on. Who know the gossip, who know they talk, you confide in, maybe you get person with a gist on a gist. Oh, this one happened, we go school today, all those kind of gist. But it has to be someone trustworthy. Maybe say if you gist tomorrow, for I know they in terms as well together, the person go come out on the yarn your gist, that kind of thing. There are men that they will just maybe they'll have an affair with a lady, and before you know it, they have told the whole world that maybe they just went to go and drink coffee. They will tell the whole world that now my baby this or now my baby this. Now I make so Nedu, of course, right here, him even saying that, what if he was honest? It's just being plain and simple. That is Nedu for you. Nedu could just come talk as he be like that. Even if he lie, we could just talk him raw. So he's even trying to defend him here. But do you want to understand that weight on publishing? When you are popular to a particular saying, your actions and inactions affects a lot of people who follow you. So now even me, anyway, I've been the same way from the beginning. Facts over sentiments, please. Look at what is happening with Tu Baba right now. What are people learning that who follow him as a fan? What are men now thinking? Or more, not to just marry if you just get older, if you just change woman. As a Christian, is that what is expected of us? I don't know, for some reason as well here, my own ways is that I hate divorce. I don't believe in divorce or something. Yes, there could be separation because of domestic violence and all of that, but divorce, no. Changing women like handbag, no. Is that what the men of today should be learning? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. When it comes to what is right, would you want to be someone that is married to someone and then you are being replaced by someone else while you are still alive? Let's go on.
Fitting, even if you want to be honest. Is he okay? The way he said it, did you say it was more like bragging?
Yeah.
And the reason was because people don't already know, say, in the do man. What is I know I will come out here. What is you don't know?
I don't know.
Husband.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, this one new to me.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Saying in the two men. You don't know.
Now, when it comes to this particular aspect of him being into men, what VDM has said that he has helped a man before jerk off. Bobrisky came out and made some allegations as well with respect to him. At least the one he said himself. When I talk now, some people just met him, didn't know when he said that. So let me play the video for you. Listen to the video.
Yeah, I've actually given a man help for money. This particular person I've given help. A lot of the celebrities have done worse to this person than me.
Okay, so he said it himself, not as if somebody put it. You saw him clearly, Kuro saying it. Now, it's normal for someone to hyper it and extend it to the point that if you are holding someone's whatever to do whatever, however you paint the picture in your mind, that is your business. So I'm discussing facts here. That it's possible that it can go the other way, to the extreme of it. Do you understand? Sometimes it is hard for someone to believe that an opposite sex came to your room. Okay, you saw the person's this, you saw the person's that, and nothing happened. You get, and you're telling someone that particular story. The person will look at you like this. Yeah, I'm okay. Are you sure that thing is working? I'm just telling you facts right now. So what he's saying here, he claimed that he has evidence. We are going to hear him, of course. He has proof and all of that. The only thing I know is what the person himself has said. That time it was trending. Did I see videos of the conversation? The videos I saw was just him talking and then advertising himself. Okay? But let's go on.
Say VDM, they do man, you don't know.
Do you know?
Stop this thing now. I don't like all these things when they happen here. Let's be honest here. Like if you call it honest.
Not gay.
No, I mean, if they're insulting
gay.
online.
So there was, I mean, he has said it before now. Say when in the hungry, they give man this thing. And that was the issue that he had. Now, so Bobrisky and Bobrisky start their fights now. When Bobrisky say, if Bobrisky call you gay or say you they do man, bye. There's nothing, if Bobrisky say now so, I know they doubt people like Bobrisky. He said, there is no way where man go day, where no go enter somewhere.
So he is saying what he's saying on the ground that Bobrisky said it. He talked about what he heard VDM say, and now he's saying what he's saying on the ground that someone like Bobrisky can lie now. Should be, say Bobrisky, even that whole Falana thing as well, he get place where he lie. You may make him fit collect money. So Bobrisky can also lie. But of course, it's just, Bobrisky is here, VDM. So if he tries to taint his image that VDM is doing man and put him on the same level, of course, okay, they can down-do the banter to be like, okay, two people of the same cadre doing their thing. Now, I would not say for a fact that if I don't see maybe a video of that, or maybe them confessing themselves, or him confessing himself that he's done that before or something. VDM had a past before he came into the public limelight. So this is someone that already sees that he has no image, nothing to protect, nothing to salvage or something. So the worst that can happen as well is that it's for his past to haunt him. But for someone like that as well, come and quote unquote drag you, you have to now assess your state of honor to be in that conversation with the person. That's why the best thing as well for you to do is just to don't even say anything as well, ignore, and then just stay on your lane. Worst that will happen is that the person will talk about you and then bring their audience to your person, and people will also get to know you, understudy you, and then see the kind of person you are. You are still getting attention. So what he's saying right now may not be a statement of fact, but based on what he has heard. But he goes on as well to say some other things.
Yes, now.
I'm sorry, please. But
wait, have you not seen his video? Have you not seen his video? The video's there everywhere now. Almost everybody. I don't want people not to send me this thing because people feel like I'm his enemy. I want to use all these things again. I didn't want to see You never see video when they when they masturbate, they put on for him.
They masturbate himself.
Yes, now they everywhere now. Who no get them?
No, I never see him.
Oh, really?
They
Bro,
talk
stop this thing now.
They talk sometimes. Say
they talk and say don't do say nine
whatever.
pass, and I respect you for that. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? I respect you for.
I know there's a
out.
video. I've never seen the video.
The parts that he talks about was that he was a content creator in that particular department. He even comes and then begs women for I think there was a video I saw where he was asking those who pay for, I don't know. Did that thing trended that time? I've forgotten. Like I saw it that time on those Telegram area as well, because for me I have to make sure what I'm discussing has to be factual, so I don't say something that they'll come and say, oh yeah, let's carry him to court and all of that. Come on, I even have a court case as I'm talking. Do you understand what I'm saying? So indeed, of course, he said those things, but not that he said I didn't hear him one way say anywhere say that he had like intercourse. I didn't hear that, but he said that he's been in that particular situation with a man, not to the point of the height of it, but people would always imagine to that particular point.
But you don't hear of the video.
I know there's a video.
So are you trying to say that him saying he has slept over 700 women now because of say he won't deflect people from he thinking he's sleeping with men to think sleeping with women? I don't know. That's what I'm just asking.
It is not the first time he distracts people. Once you don't say you don't catch him for here, he go use something. Waiting bring issue of prank. Say they thief money, they no thief. What happen? Oh, you people don't know?
No, we
stop now, bros. You know this thing now.
He follows VDM too well, so he follows timelines and logic.
Don't know, but wait for the prank. He explained that he was like a social.
Forget what he explained. A man can say anything that not be talk. You can talk. What is the real intention? What happened that time? You know that every man has private life, public life, and secret life.
Okay.
Every man, public life, private life, and secret life. Yes. You see that secret life? That is who you really are.
Yes.
Not what you show us in the public.
Yes.
A man is not who he shows you. A man is who he hides. That thing when you know what many people know. Your real identity. Now, nobody knows Verydarkman. Nobody. The only time that people got to know who he really is was when the recording where Lil Smart record. He no know. Say Lil Smart they record now. And what were the words that came out? I go break your bone. For this one, Lil Smart and Verydarkman. Verydarkman feel beat him there.
Yes.
He said I go tell people if I say for this Abuja, you know they come out.
You know go reach airport.
You go reach airport. That is who you really are. Not I'm fighting for the people. That one I talk because you know say people go like all those kind of statements. So that's what I point these things out for. I say, come on and attack. Do you understand? Talk about this thing. The next thing does say people don't. He first come outside because he thinks that everybody is a rattle, and you know rattles they don't have sense. You don't know. Rattle not get sense.
So anybody they follow Verydarkman not get sense.
Not follow. Any rattle. Anybody will say I'm a rattle. Not get sense. That's why we come outside and say this record we wanna listen to na AI.
That time it's not as if he said it was AI. Technically, he said if you don't post the full audio, what led to that? What matters is that you said that. Okay, what he said there, I'll deal with you, I'll do this and this and this and this. He didn't expect that to come out. But what I know he said is that he's not going to accept it to be, except he posts the full audio of what led to that as well. He's going to say it is AI. But everybody knows that only a stupid person will say that it is AI when that particular audio came out from Leo Smart with his encounter with video.
Was that what he said?
Husband.
Yeah.
No, I saw that video. As I call you husband, your wife go first.
I saw that video.
He said na AI. He dey try manipulate. When he say the thing, when he saw that it wasn't working, you know, he now came outside and said, money don't lose. Ask yourself. Sit down. So that's why I said Nigerians, especially this generation, we are not looking for the truth.
Even the whole money don't lose thing, I don't know how he thought about it, because everybody knew the bank account, knew the bank. Do you know that even that itself, like, it can even taint the reputation of the bank, that somebody could come. If that time I didn't even decide to comment on it as well, because I saw it to be it wasn't worth commenting on. Because even the bank itself, the bank should be the one doing the talking. Your money lost in the bank. How did the money leave the bank, your bank account? What the people would have done if even the Rattle community have, like he's saying that they don't have sense. I don't know if people can tell me in the comment if you have sense. Because even when I was talking about the whole Messi Chinwo thing, and I was showing you facts about the contract that he signed in 2017, all of that, I showed you pictures and evidence. The same people came and were threatening me, calling me names and all of that. Yes, but I know Sendona. If you had sense, what you could have done at that time is that you go to Zenith Bank, the bank, their Instagram, and go and lambast them. Where is the money? How did the money miss? But he was smart that when he was talking about it that time, he didn't blame the bank. He just said that hackers hack into the system, take the money. But anyone that is smart would know that, hey, this right here is a matter of just the bank and all of that. Which I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying. But let's go on.
Do you understand? So these are the corrections I make. I say, come. You know, feed talk. Say people entrusted you with millions of naira. Yeah. You can't collect the money. You can't think and say, let me test them. How can you test people that entrusted you? Say, let me test them. If they are, to whom much is given, much is expected.
But he explained that it was to get the reaction, to see if people will patiently want to find out.
But what would have led you to doing that? Why?
What I thought was the reason was that because even before that time, he came out and was, I won't say he was bragging. He came out and was saying that, that they posted him amongst the top influential people in the country, like when it comes to his data, that he's among the most talked about people, those kind of thing on Twitter. It was after that time that this whole thing came out. So I was thinking to myself, probably he just wants to be in conversations. He just wants to trend himself so that he maintains that spot or maybe goes higher in the spot or being someone influential. I even saw Linda Ikeji posting her data that, her reach, all of that as well. I think some other blogs were trying to react with their reach, that they have reach as well. Do you understand? That's what I was thinking, but I didn't see it to be anything serious, even though people took it to be serious and they were saying, this and this, somebody warned before that they will hack, all of that. In the end, that could have brought down the image of the entire banking institution, if that was true. But anyone saying that the bank themselves did not even react or something will know that it's just a hoax.
The only person that was on that matter was me. When he say the money, they don't carry and go Ghana. I sent somebody to Ghana.
But what if it was truly stolen?
I spent more than 2 million for that in the investigation. It doesn't not play.
Yes. Why though?
Yes, I spent more than 2 million. Not be joke.
Why are you spending all that money for?
Because, see, first of all, the kind of person that I am, from small, if you tell me, say, D1, this bottle, may it here, may it no come out, I will fight to the last.
To make sure
that bottle no come out. Because of this kind of thing, they don't beat me for school before, beat me on my eye big. I no grill. I still did with closed eye, I still hold my ground. They beat me, but the person who beat me, he knows, say, you know when you bath your body, they pepper you, all those kind of things. Me, now, VDM came out and said, Nigerians, monitor this thing. I will be transparent. You can monitor it. If you go to Zenith, if you go to, I will just tell you. So me, I look and say, okay, this is great. I love this. I say, this is very nice. I go monitor this thing. Why not? That's why I begin, and that's why I begin monitor Amo. I don't know, say, nah lie. You know me now. That's why they monitor Amo. Me?
Nah lie, how?
If your e-commerce store isn't hitting 100
to monitor. I first check online. I take 20 million. Nobody talk about. I say, maybe nobody. People are busy. Me, I don't get work like that. I failed from. I failed.
It's after your graduation.
It's after my graduation. Now I say okay.
Even he himself, he also has something too. Like what else would you call him out for? He says he's failed. Even on his profile, failed comedian. You understand? So if anything, if VDM is gives him attention or something, what happens? You understand? He's getting what he wants, the attention. It's just like saying if Messi Chinwo gives VDM attention, what do you think is going to happen? If VDM not giving D1 attention would be the same reason why you see Messi Chinwo not giving him direct attention, like come and respond to him or something, because you understand there are levels to this thing. So VDM understands as well that this person is not worth my attention. Because last as well, he's going to pull you down to, would I say him being a failure or something, but in the end, he's trending. Two of you are trending at the same time, even though you have more followers than him. But do you get the conversation at this point, my dear friend? Now, he went on to say many things. I would have loved to play the video to a great extent, but you can go to Honest Bunch as well. Some of you have seen the video already before you got here. But that's the point, of course, of this video. We are supposed to learn from these things we are seeing, not just, this trend will come and go, like other trends came and went. But what have you been able to pick from this? If you are someone that is, some of you that have been hating on him, some of you, he will just go on Insta blog or go on Linda Ikeji or wherever his video is posted, he will just screenshot your comment. For someone that someone just innocently said hi to him, he screenshot the comment and keep. And when the person died, he came out and read the comment and then was saying that he doesn't like farming and all that. Why are you screenshotting the comment to keep? Because he knows that tomorrow, if that person comes and disagrees with him, either in the comment section somewhere or somewhere somehow, he'll come and say, no be you come, they text me like this, come they say how are you. He has done that many times. So celebrities that have entered his DM to go and say, guy, how far, how you did, this and this, he may not reply you, but he will keep that comment so that tomorrow maybe he goes somewhere, click on your name, see that you are following him, check to see message, to see if you have sent a message before. You don't message me before. Oh, so the reason why you are doing this is because I didn't reply you. Now you hate me. All those things. For me, I think that is a little bit petty. But again, of course, right here, it's just a matter of his own character. Now you understand his pattern. Probably if you like him, you shouldn't have any reason to hate him. But I always tell you people, my dear friends, if you need to have a rebuttal with me or dislike me for any reason, have a reason to dislike me because of this. If you dislike me infinito, forever and ever, now you get headache, not be me, because I don't even know you exist. But if you have an issue with something I say you don't like, tell me because I said this, you don't like this, and then I'll have a rebuttal with you. We can discuss about that so you understand me better or I understand you better. But if you just come and say, you are idiot, you are mad, you are this, you are good, you hate me and this, now you they get the headache, not be me. But I will not come and try to monitor you and say tomorrow, no. If I'm even calling you out as well, I have to be benefiting something from that personally or something. Even if I get to call, I don't even need to tag yourself. If you go and watch my Instagram and maybe I'm reacting to something that someone said about me, I don't even need to tag them. I just talk to my audience because I will use that particular one as an example for my audience to just learn that, okay, this is it, just to bring clarity because many people are saying this. So celebrities right now that are in his DMs or celebrities that are close to him, they are learning something now that if tomorrow I fall out with this guy or this guy is trending and I go somewhere and go and comment against him, he's going to see my comment and he'll come and ask me, guy, why you go talk this thing about me now? I thought we be guy. Or you can decide to look at your comment as someone that he talks with and be like, so you shouldn't disagree with him or be anti him if you are already with him because he has attention, he has a morale. So you can come and use your comment somewhere or your DMs, personal conversation somewhere and get to call you out. And guess what happens? Those who follow him will swing into action. Boom! Come to you, of course, and then lambast you in the comments for any reason or something. Look at the woman that he saw her comment somewhere who happens to be probably a politician or something. Some of you that follow him regularly, you know what I'm talking about. Who came and was talking about how he hates single mothers or something in the comments. He screenshotted the comment, made a video about it as if he felt emotional because of what the woman said. What happened? The followers of him swung into action, went to her DM, her comment and was threatening her, calling her names and all of that. He now came out again and said, oh, this woman I saw last time, okay. She commented many times, tagging me. People are threatening her. I saw say she's in politics. She's talking to this person. She's talking to this person. That kind of thing. If you didn't pick out that person's comment to call her out or something, what would you think your audience would do? Do you understand? I have done that as well before myself. I just saw a comment of what was said about me and I just use that as well to correct a notion. But my audience know that they won't, the least as well they will do is in that particular, go to where that comment is and then reply the person to help the person understand exactly what the context is, because the person probably doesn't know jack of what I was discussing, because my videos are not on Instagram. Instagram will just take short forms and then post there. So people who don't know you as well will discover you and they'll be saying nonsense because they don't even know the context of the conversation. Well, I don't think anyone that is following me will go and start threatening someone and all of that as if I'm the one that sent you, except the person has a personal vendetta with you a long time before I even came in the picture. Anyway, so that's it as well here. You could tell us as well here, there are many things we can learn from this conversation, but you could tell me in the comments if you've learned anything. It's been a long one, but I hope as well it was insightful.